What's up, everyone? Good afternoon. Welcome to Knowledge Relationships Live Talk. We have a very special guest. This brother is one of the members from the cruise season, and I want to give a round of applause to Mr. Trill. What's up, Trill? How you doing?
What's going on, bro? Good to be here, man.
Thank you, man. Just want to say first and foremost, like thank you for allowing us to give you this live talk in here in knowledge and relationships, and and for the people who are in the chat to be here to support. Please feel free to subscribe if you wish to, like leave a comment if you're new, and for the ones who are already subscribed, make sure you show love to this guy and follow him on his YouTube channel, Cruise Season with a K, that is. Now,
Facts.
again, I also want to bring up my best buddy and also network manager, Mr. Best in the World
What's
84.
going on? What's going on, fam? What's going on? Trill, great to see you, bro. You know how we do.
Yes, sir.
M3, what's good, bro? Let's get it
What's good,
going.
my brother? All
Yeah.
right, all right. So first, let's give a shout out to Daryl Long. Thank you for tuning in. Daryl Long says this one will be legendary. Trill is
Yeah.
a solid guy.
Shout
Yes,
out to
sir.
bro, man.
All right, shout out there along. For real.
And then we have I don't know if I'm pronouncing right, Majak or Majik. This person says good evening from Virginia. I'm new here. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Much appreciated.
Yeah. Like and subscribe, brother. Like and subscribe.
Yeah. All right, so Trill, man, what's been good, man? How's everything been going for you?
Man, just trying to keep my head above water, bro. Just trying to push the brand, grow the brand. That have been the main focus, and trying to keep some type of, you know, real life balance compared to the social media stuff. But I mean, it's a lot, but it's fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're doing a hell of a job of getting our message out there. Touching people, helping people, and at the end of the day, that's what we in this shit for. So it's all good.
Yeah, definitely, man. You guys are definitely doing great work too. I've been checking out like your content, and I really like what you guys do. It's like you guys have that chill, bro time type of moment where you talk
Hmm.
about like various topics. But we will definitely get into that. Shout outs to Miss Tequila. Like, thank you for tuning in.
Hey, Mr. Kid, what's
Uh
going on, family?
yeah. You're welcome. It's pronounced magic. Okay, my fault. And okay, we'll definitely salute to you, Miss Magic.
Yeah, salute to you, sister.
Yeah. All right, Trill. All right. So the first question is pretty much simple, but if you don't mind, please tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm AC. I'm from Port Arthur, Texas. Shout out to the land of the Trill, Pimp C, Bun B, Steven Jackson. Shout out to everybody
Hey.
that rep the town. Um,
Okay.
moved to Houston around 2010. Um, and in terms of the podcast, and we started on YouTube in about 2017 or something like that. We was doing a bunch of battle the sexist content, so which we would sit down, with a girl in pairs and kind of chop it up about relationships. That way. Me personally, I never wanted to be on camera. If I'm gonna be honest, it was more my boy O's idea to get this whole platform started. So everybody that tuned in to the pod, man, y'all should definitely thank bro. If it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be none of this. But yeah,
Okay.
he
Okay.
kind of pushed me to do it, and we didn't have no camera experience, no audio experience, no nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? We just would be having kickbacks and be having conversations. And back then, Instagram, we posting clips of it online, and everybody like, man, where's the rest of it at? Where's the rest of it at? I'm like, man, we ain't really taping this. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, we need to start taping this, bro. We need to whatever, whatever.
Mm,
So that kind of sparked the idea to even start a YouTube channel. Because before we even started YouTube, we was on Twitter. That's
okay.
why I made my bones at. And then we kind of progressed to YouTube and then Instagram or whatever with this content. But yeah, I mean, again, it started by chance and grew into something that I'm not sure none of us imagined that it would. Man, salute to everybody that rock with us.
Yeah, definitely, man. Salute, salute. Okay, okay. Um, so you say you first started Twitter, and so that's what helped to get your brand like going.
Definitely.
So, mm, all right, I gotta remind myself to ask that part of the question later on because I know that's definitely like key into that because later on I want to like kind of get an understanding like how do content creators like make their growth because
Mm,
see here on Knowledge Relationships we're just like a small YouTuber so we're just trying to build our growth organically, and we
Right.
understand that it takes time. And I believe you said that if I recall, you said you started in 2017 or 2015. I
17.
missed 17. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
2017. Okay, so yeah, that's a long time of like just building like your brand up. Whereas like we kind of started like at least like a year ago or two.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like good information to like know, because sometimes we got to understand that nothing ever grows overnight.
Hell no. Or at least
Yeah.
nothing that's gonna last grows
Mm-hmm.
overnight. Cause a lot of people that'll go viral or some shit like that, and they'll be hot for a minute and they'll just fall off a cliff. But that's because they didn't build it organically. So the people that's tuning in, they came there to see a car crash. Okay, now that the car
Hmm.
crash is cleaned up on the highway, we're gonna go back to what we was doing before that. But when you grow it organically, the people, tap in with you. They identify with you. They ain't about the content no more. It's like, okay, I want to
Hmm.
see what he gonna say because I'm interested in
Mm-hmm.
how relate to his mindset. So yeah, I've been telling people all the time, man, grow that shit organically if you want it to last. If you just try and get a quick check, then shoot for that shock value viral moment, and get what you can get up out of it. But as far as longevity, growing it from the ground, man, is the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. And shout outs to Harrison Tribe Media. Salute to my brother. Thank you for like tuning in.
Yeah. So there's from me.
Yeah. He also have like a dope channel as well too, man. Talking about some real stuff. Let's see. He says salutes to Trill AC and y'all team for thought provoking content and for being an example to follow. So he says salute.
It's love, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Trill. Uh, can you tell us about like your interests and hobbies?
Um, well, pardon now is a hobby. I mean, that's something again. Like I said, I never really saw myself doing that. If you know me in real life, I'm kind of laid back, kind of chill. But because like I said, blowing up on Twitter or whatever, it kind of
Hmm.
forced me to be the face of the brand somewhat. But
Hmm.
I'm probably the least of a people person out of all of us. You know what I'm saying? So, but
Hmm.
now, pardon has turned into a hobby. I actually enjoy it. Again, seeing the effect that we have on people is what's more so motivating than growing any kind of fame or nothing. I don't really care about that, but I'm more concerned with like the DMs we get. People, man, look, man, y'all helped me through this situation. Or I was going through this, and I heard you say this, bro. I appreciate. Like that's what I'm more get my fulfillment from with it. So as far as hobbies, pardon, kicking it with my daughter, um, family. You know what I'm saying? Just different things like that. And watching crime docs. That's
Okay.
what I spend a lot
Okay.
of time doing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Now
Straight
I
up.
know you're
Hey.
from the South, bro, and I
Yeah.
know in the South, like sports is a huge thing, bro. So, 'cause my family's from the Carolinas and from
Hell yeah.
Virginia, so sports is a big thing. So, are you into sports as well?
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah! Shit, I was playing football from time I was third grade to sophomore year of college. So
Mm.
football is real big. Of course, I'm a Cowboys fan, so you already know what comes with that.
All right, all right,
Um,
all right. All
but yeah, NBA ball, college, I mean, NFL ball, boxing. Like I said, I pretty
yeah,
much tap into it all, bro. I'm be honest with you.
yeah.
That's what's up.
Mhm.
Yeah. You have another question, Mr. Best?
Oh, okay. So since you're in the sports
Mhm.
trail, like, you know what I mean, who your favorite teams? Who your favorite athletes? You said the Cowboys, but who also your favorite teams as far as NBA, all that, and who your favorite athletes to like watch and like see?
Well, favorite
You
teams is
know,
Cowboys and
get busy. You
Mavericks.
know what I mean out here. So
Um, yeah, favorite teams is Cowboys and Mavericks.
Luca, yeah,
And terms of favorite players in the NFL, I'm not really sure I got a favorite player. It'd probably be somebody on my team.
yeah.
But as
NFL,
far as
NBA, either one, bro, either one.
okay, well, NBA, my favorite player is Steph Curry. Yeah, that's a fact. Ever since Dirk retired, I kind of gravitated to Steph Curry. A lot of people don't know Dirk is my favorite player ever, like of all
Oh
generations.
wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Because it's personal. You know what I'm saying? Like if you'd have been a part of this, Mavericks fan base, we went a lot of years to where we was decent. I mean, good, but not good enough to get over that hump. So when he did what he did in 2011, that just stamped it. That's honestly the greatest championship run in NBA history. If we're gonna be
yeah.
honest, I stack that up next to anybody. Bro really ran through the
Mm,
top 10 players in the NBA to get his chip. Most
yep,
players can't say that. That's just
that's
honest.
true. That's true. What
Mm.
you think about Luca? What you think about Luca, bro?
I think he's gonna be all right, man. I think they got to get him some help though. He need like one other star at least. He ain't got to be a superstar, but he need one more other star, and then they need some, some like a grown man in the paint as far as somebody to do the dirty work, play D, get boards, different things like that. But until they get that, Luca gonna have the same problem Dirk had for the first 10 years of his career. He
Mm-hmm.
gonna go out there, he gonna score a lot of points. We're gonna go to the playoffs, might win one round, but after that, it's gonna be over with.
Okay, okay. All right, that's what's up.
Uh,
Mhm.
Yeah. All right.
I totally agree
Um,
with that too.
yeah, yeah, most definitely. Um, okay, real quick. Now I know in the number three question you already kind of answered it as far as like your social media journey and like one of your homies like help like kind of build you to where you guys were at. Like as far as like get into like YouTube and starting off. But correct me if I didn't get this part, but what motivated your friend to like, push everyone to like create like a podcast?
Um, like old always like thinking outside the box. Like he one of them dudes that just got like a bunch of ideas. Even when I got started on Twitter, I was in it more for the intellect, more for the back and forth, the banner, the shit talking, the jokes, this, that, and the third. I feel like
Hmm.
if you from that like 2009 2010 Twitter, like that was a different ball game. Like that was school of the hard knocks. Like you had to be cut from certain cloth to be able to be somebody back then. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's
Yeah.
why that's why I like to say that's where I made my bones at. And what I mean by that is it's like you kind of grow a callus. Compared to some people who just jump into making video content, they get a little bit of criticism and they ready to, what I mean, jump off a cliff
Mm-hmm.
somewhere or something like that. But like when you
Mm-hmm.
when you come from that lane, it kind of hardens you a bit. So you prepare for whatever criticism come, video go viral, some people talking shit about you or whatever. It's just whatever. But yeah, in terms of like I say, he just thought outside the box. And even when I started on Twitter, it was just something to just pass the time. It wasn't no, okay, let me try to get big on here. Let me try to go viral. It was never nothing like that. It's just okay, I'm just kicking it, talking shit. I got like controversial opinions. I mean, I back them very well, but they are controversial, and that's just where it kind of started from. So when we actually got into YouTube, I was able to take a decent following over there. But I mean, as I'm sure y'all know, it's hard to migrate followers from platform
Mm-hmm.
to platform. So I mean, we still had to build that shit from the ground. Our first videos, we was getting maybe like 100 views, 120 views, something like that. In our first month, first week, something like that. And again, you realize pretty quickly YouTube is a different ball game in terms of building a following, like the frequency that you post, the consistency in which you post, all of that shit matters. So I had to get adjusted to that from Twitter, and again, we just grew it into what we grew it into. So that's how it started.
Mm.
Yeah.
And Trill,
Okay.
you don't hold back, bro.
Nah.
Yo, he don't be holding back. Yo, you check the IG or you check, what I mean, either the crew season IG or his IG. Yo, he don't hold back.
Nah, man, we
He's
gonna
like,
keep it
yo,
G.
this is where I'm at, and that's just it. You know what I'm saying? And I love that, man. I love that trillness like that you bring, bro. Like I love it. My question is, like, and then we get to brother Daryl's comment as well. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
definitely.
We just did a stream about an hour or so ago about different that
Oh, Mr. Best, your connection is going out.
success with content creators. You have any type of advice that you would give like other content creators as well? Maybe
Um,
brother stream.
I say, man, like tap into as many platforms as you can, because the thing what a lot of people don't really understand is like that's how you build your following. Like you can use other platforms to market your Twitter. So like for example, right? We had tapped into TikTok for a while, and but before that on Instagram we was at like maybe 2,000 followers for a while. But I mean we wasn't really like going hard as far as dropping content consistently either. But it still was growing at like a real slow pace, and like Twitter is kind of dying out in terms of relevance, in terms of like being the top big platform. So we had the idea to just venture over there to TikTok. It didn't really change too much. Wasn't dancing, wasn't doing none of that, but taking the content that we would post on Twitter, that we would post on YouTube, clip it up and put it on TikTok. And shit, we grew within 12 months. We grew that to like 260,000 followers. But in the process of that, Instagram went up as well because TikTok lets you put like a link in your bio. So we put the Instagram link in our bio, or our link tree in our bio. So we got the Instagram link, we got the Twitter link, we got the YouTube link. So all of a sudden, like a lot of those followers on TikTok will see them clips and they'll be like, "Damn, that's a dope clip. What the rest of it? What the rest of it?" So when we start posting videos, hey, link in bio, shit, we went from like 2,000 followers on Instagram to like 15,000 in like a year.
Woo!
And then
Man.
on YouTube, it jumped maybe about 5 to 8,000 subscribers within that same time period. So that would be my advice, man, to just clip up for one. Because a lot of people will put a long ass stream on YouTube and just say, fuck it, we just gonna pray that something go viral and we just go. But nah, the secret to this shit, man, like, because I'm sure y'all got lengthy conversations, 2-3 hours. I done scanned y'all page, so I'm sure on all of those streams, y'all got certain clips that was just super dope, and that shit was just relevant and it'll touch. So the advice would be to clip that shit up and put it on as many platforms as you can, and then put your YouTube link, where it's easily accessible. So tap into as many platforms as possible. That would be one. And two would be consistency, man. This shit is not gonna happen overnight. Don't look forward to. A lot of people think they can get into this content creator game and, man, all right, bet, man, we gonna be on, because everybody is like excited about it at first. And because it's something new, everybody's encouraging you. Oh, congrats on the pod, y'all gonna da. But when you get to about month 3, month 4, and all that energy kind of plateau a little bit, then that's when it show you, okay, this shit is for me, or I ain't really built for this shit. And that's why you will notice around month 3, month 4, people start disappearing in terms of who started that. But that consistency is what's gonna get you there, even when and that shit can be disheartening. You'll put up a video, that bitch will do, the most numbers that you'd have never seen. Then you'll put up something tomorrow and it'll do nothing. You'd be like, what the hell? Like it's in those moments to where it's like, okay, I gotta lock into my consistency. I gotta like go into my muscle memory. It's just like basketball. Like if you a shooter and you missing shots, it's like, man, you could just trust your form, trust your practice, just keep shooting. Eventually, them bitches gonna start falling. So that's the consistency that's necessary to grow this shit. Even when it looked like it ain't going nowhere, keep dropping. Study your analytics, figure out what works, and make content more similar to that, and just keep dropping. So those two things be my main 2 pieces of advice for sure.
Okay. Definitely appreciate that advice too.
Definitely.
Because like for a while, yeah, when you making constant like long, lengthy like live streams, and then you have like another live stream maybe the next day or next or day after, man, it's really hard to like really try to figure out, okay, how can we navigate, just clip all these things. We may have certain timestamps for everything, but everything's always like in a rush. And so thank goodness that one of our crew members, shouts to DJ Eddie King, he took the step to start like clipping most of these live streams, which we see like a noticeable difference. People that's tuning in, and then if you want to see the long version, you just post a link and then you just pin it like in the comments. So
Right.
we're going to definitely do that more often. And when you mentioned about TikTok, the first thing that comes to my mind is like, dang, like I know folks been talking about TikTok, but I didn't really. Well, one, I don't have a TikTok account, but then two, because I never really looked at TikTok to be like a serious platform.
I know.
I just see like a bunch of people doing these goofy dances, so I was like, man, I ain't trying to fit in that type of association. And I don't even know how TikTok really works anyway.
Right.
But from what you're telling me, you post clips. It seems like maybe you could easily get followers from there if you can't live stream on TikTok. But at least if they want to come and check out the channel, then the link will just be posted.
You know how it worked? It works similar to Vine. back in the day. Remember those 6-second clips? But you'll just keep scrolling and just new shit just keep popping. So
Yeah.
like TikTok is like real authentic in that way, and
Mm.
YouTube done kind of adapted it with the shorts, and then Instagram with the reels. So
Mhm.
that's what I would tell people. Like right now on our Instagram, if you go to our page, all you see is reels now. We don't post nothing else. But that's because the algorithm is most honest for TikTok, most honest for reels. Like you can put something up, and if it's dope, it's gonna go. If not, it ain't. It's that type of
Okay.
thing, and it don't really matter what your follower account is, because they got people that's not following you that's gonna see it. So that's why I be advising people to go to TikTok. A lot of and Reels on Instagram, because Reels is getting to that point now to where you can put up
Mm.
a clip. Like most of our clips now that we put up, like I say, all of them really is put them on Reels, and you'll notice the difference. Like if you post just a regular video on Instagram and then you post a Reels video, the Reels video gonna have way more views. It's gonna have way more likes, gonna have way more comments. So that's what a lot of people don't really understand. It's just subtle shit like that, and you ain't gotta change up nothing. You ain't gotta like literally clip this shit the same way it is on your YouTube and post it. But as long as it's like 60 seconds or whatever, that'd be the only like really thing. Like you gotta edit it down to 60 seconds. But now on TikTok, they done increased it to 10 minutes now. So if you can,
Oh.
if you, yeah. So you could like really, really tap in. They got a 3 minute, they got a 10 minute, 60 seconds, whatever the case may be. So anything within that 10 minutes, you could just clip up, post, slap a title on that motherfucker and keep going. And if it's dope,
Mhm.
it's gonna go. So for example, I probably post maybe like 3 to 4 clips from us per day on TikTok and Instagram. So we'll shoot our podcast, which is about 2 hours, two and some change, and then
Mhm.
I'll bring the whole podcast, edit it on Premiere Pro, do whatever I do to it in terms of like syncing the audio, because we record our audio separate um from our video. So I sync the audio there, get everything on one accord, and then post it on YouTube, the full video on YouTube. But then I take that video and bring it to my phone, and then I chop it up in iMovie. It take literally 20 seconds if you know which part that you're gonna use. You know what I'm saying? So chop that
Mhm.
motherfucker up, 60-second clip, boom, put it on Instagram, slap a caption, slap a title on it. 600 likes, 500 likes, 400 likes, 10,000 views, 8,000 views, shit like that on Instagram Reels. TikTok, something might go crazy, especially if you new on there, because that's one thing about the algorithm that I done learned on there, is that if you new and you posting your shit consistently, they'll like show love to it in the Instagram. So you'll put something up that, again, don't get me wrong, it got to be good content. It can't just be no bullshit or whatever. But if it's good content and you keep putting it up consistently, you'll see them numbers start jumping. And you're not gonna get followers fast on no platform than you are on TikTok. So that's how you do
Okay.
it. And
Okay.
then if you can get 20,000 followers in 6 months or something like that. If you can get 1% of them people to migrate over to YouTube, you on. So
Wow. Okay. This is good, valuable information.
mhm.
So yeah, first thing, yeah, especially after this live stream, I'm definitely gonna get like a little TikTok account so that way I could start like uploading more of these clips.
Facts.
Now, all right. So my question is that okay? When you started like to like, welcome back, Mr. Best.
Thank
When
you,
you
thank you.
started to like upload clips like on TikTok, did you already had like were there already like maybe members like from Twitter? Because I know you start off with Twitter first, so it was just like random people, and they okay, okay.
And that and again, that's what I
Hmm.
mean by like the on TikTok and Reels and shit like that. Like the amount of followers you got means nothing, because whatever you upload is gonna go into the wide database of clips. Because it's not like Instagram. Like you can kind of scroll and see people pages. Okay, I follow this person. Let
Hmm.
me click this person. Look at their content. It don't work like that on TikTok. As soon as you log in, it's a video playing, and you just swipe down, it's another video playing from a random person. You swipe down, it's another video playing from a random person. Now, once
Oh,
you start following people, they got like two tabs. They got a for you tab, and then they got a following tab. So the people that you follow gonna be in that following tab. So just in case, okay, I just want to see the clips from people I follow. You'll tap that following tab, and it'll show you their stuff that they posting. Or you can tap that for you tab. It's gonna show everybody stuff. No order, no none of that. But they gonna like the more videos you like. That's kind of how they build the algorithm. So they're gonna show you more people with that type of content. So for example, you follow us on there, you're gonna start seeing like relationship stuff or different things like that. It's people talking relationships that you swipe that you don't even follow, but you will see the clip, be like, damn, he's saying some real shit or whatever. I done seen 2 or 3 of his clips. Let me follow him. Boom, and you keep scrolling. This another random person I don't know. Damn, she pretty dope. Oh, this video funny. Let me follow him. So it's
Yeah.
that type of thing. It's real authentic. It don't matter, what your follower account is or none of that, bro. You can put a video up with 2 followers that you got, and it'll do 100,000 views. And you will get, in the process of it doing that 100,000, you will get
Okay.
200 new followers that fast overnight. So, yeah.
Damn. Wow. All right. Man, I appreciate, man, this information because yeah, that's definitely part of the number 4 question too.
Thank you for that game, brother. We appreciate it.
It's all good, bro.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely, man. This is valuable information that it would definitely be helpful for other content creators who's also tuning in into our YouTube channel. So definitely, man, thank you about that. And seriously, I'm definitely gonna try to learn how to understand TikTok a little bit more, so that way we could have more of a broader audience. So
Right.
and we'll just see how it works.
Telling you, just to try for a week, bro. 2 clips a day, 3 clips a day for about a week or 2, and then you're gonna see what I'm talking about. You're like, damn, I got 500 followers this fast. Like, it's crazy. But again, the idea is not to build, like, it's not to, like, the idea, the end goal is still to migrate them followers from TikTok to your YouTube page, because that's where like the real money is at. You know what I'm saying? So that's
you said the real money is to the YouTube page, you say?
Definitely.
Okay. Real quick before I ask you about the comparison, I gotta give like a salute to Sierra. Thank you for tuning in. Mrs. She said, thank you for tuning in as well. And then combined together. Yep. Thank you guys for tuning in as well. Brittany B, I have not forgot about you. So salutes to you. And also, like, truth is never favored. The man who always be telling the truth, even when it's never favored. And then also Daryl Long, thank you, Daryl Long, for sharing like Trill's YouTube channel, the Cruise Season. So please make sure that if you have not subscribed to the Cruise Season, go ahead and subscribe now. Just open up a second tab and then come back here. And then Daryl says, I'm taking his advice. Expect to see clips on my IG, Twitter, TikTok, etc. Now, and Daryl, I haven't forgot about your question. I'm going to get to your question in just a second. Now, see, we're still learning as far as the monetization, because we're not monetized yet, on YouTube, and we don't know what it's like to be monetized. Like, because you have people that streams like on Facebook, they stream on Twitch and other platforms, but as you say, YouTube is where the real money is at. So I'm not pocket watching, but more like out of like a ranking. So since we know YouTube is like number 1, what is next to YouTube?
To be honest, maybe Instagram, because they done started they new sticker program, basically copying YouTube with the super chats and different things like that. So, but I mean, you can monetize off of all of it, but you just got to be strategic. Even on here, like, even though y'all not monetized, y'all can still create a cash app for the brand and put the cash app up. So YouTube, in terms of like video views and stuff like that, like it'll pay you decent if you put your ads in and you start doing numbers. But as far as in the beginning, live streams do well, man. Some live streams you'll make 200-300 one night, 400-500 in one night. And that's not, you don't need 100,000 followers to do it again. But you definitely want to build it. You definitely want to be consistent. But like once y'all crack 1,000, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Because I think that's like 1,000 subscribers or something before you can monetize, 4,000 hours or something like that.
Yeah,
4,000 views and 1,000 subscribers.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Well, yeah, watch hours. Yeah. And right. we're like at 6,000 beyond that for the watch hours. I think we have currently a little bit over 790 subscribers. So yeah, we're close. We just still have like a ways to go.
TikTok, man. TikTok.
All right.
Mark my
Now
words. Now
you
remember I
guys
told
have
you that.
yes.
I
If
told
yeah,
you.
definitely get into that
TikTok, we
TikTok,
coming
y'all.
TikTok.
hmm Salutes
Yeah.
to Alex for being like a new subscriber. So thank you so
Mozzie, what
much.
up?
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it, family.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
oh
also,
so this is your family, Trill.
Right.
The special
oh
just came out. Oh, shout out to them, definitely.
Mozzie, what
yes,
up?
yes, special shout out. Thank you for your support as well, and thank you for tuning in. Much appreciated. And also too, we gotta play this for our very special lady, Canada's finest. She stole my thunder. She says, I applied for a monetization, not fun, but definitely a learning and growth process. Hey, well, you know it, but congratulations for getting to the monetization. You worked very hard on it. She stole my
Congrats,
thunder,
congrats.
and just keep on pushing. Hard work does pay off. And once you get there, figure out other ways to work smarter. So that way, man, it becomes less of a hassle. And then shout outs to K Marion, Mrs. M3. She says, get the likes
Yes,
up for the
shout
viewers
out.
and the chats and all the emojis. And then this is She Stole My Thunder's YouTube channel for anyone who likes to subscribe to her channel. She
Hey,
says, welcome to the family, Alex. Yeah, thank you, thank you. And then Harris Tribe Mia says, TikTok is an amazing platform, KR. Uh, it will do great. All right, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it.
TikTok
So,
and
yeah.
Reels. TikTok and
man,
Reels.
Mm-hmm.
people right now, gentlemen, people right now are asking me right now. They're asking about cruise season. They're asking about non-relationships. This is happening all backstage right now. Thank everybody for y'all love and support. We truly appreciate y'all for real.
Shout out to the game, man.
Yeah. Um, Trill, I want to ask you like a question. This is dedicated to for Daryl, but
Hmm.
for Daryl, it's like he says, I want to hear Brother Trill speak about how his marriage and his advice for young men like me looking to get married.
Man,
Excuse me.
um, I tell you what. In terms of advice, you know, a lot of people think when you cross that finish line, everything gonna be gravy, but it ain't.
Mm.
It ain't, man. Marriage is work, man.
Yep.
It's work. You know, again, the honeymoon stage is gonna be gravy. Everything going good. It's new. It's fresh. It's like, oh, we married. We got each other last name. But you know, as time wears on, y'all start getting on each other's nerves. Time wears on, you know, kind of complacency sets in on both sides. If we're gonna keep it
Hmm.
honest. And if you don't been in a long term relationship, just in general, you kind of know what I'm talking about. Like it's really like you got to wake up every day and choose each other and block out as much outside noise and external noise as you can. Because the more outside noise get into your shit, the less likely that it's gonna survive. And you know, a lot of people will get into marriage and relationships, and they'll get on Instagram, start comparing their relationship to other people's relationships, and that now you causing arguments and dissension within your situation. So you know that would be my advice, man. Would be to prepare to work for one, and two, build your own blueprint. Don't emulate nobody else shit. Nobody else shit. I don't care how dope it seems. You not there every day. You don't know the ins and outs of their relationship. So you should not never try to emulate somebody because you're getting partial information. What you need to do is you need to get with your girl and y'all come up with something that work for y'all. Come up with a system that work for y'all. And that's it. That's all. And if she's too concerned with outside perception, replace her with somebody who not. That's one thing that I love about my wife. She don't care nothing about this social media shit at all. You know, because both of us come from that era to where you know social media wasn't even really prevalent like that when we first met. So we was able to get
Mhm.
the best of both worlds. And again, I kind of took off on it by accident. And don't get me wrong, it was arguments, it was hiccups, it was hurdles, and all of that shit in between. But when it's real love and when you love somebody, you find a way to work through it. And that's what I'm talking about. That work, that communication, bluntly honest communication. Not okay. I'm gonna say some shit to sound good or whatever, but I really feel this way. Nah, if you can't speak freely and you can't sit down and be bluntly honest with your partner, that's not the right person
Mhm.
for you. So, you know,
Absolutely.
that'll be my advice, bro.
Hey, man, thank you so much, man. Hold on. So you guys heard that. So just know that yeah, marriage is a roller coaster, and nothing's
Fact.
going to be perfect. It's not going to shoot up like a rocket and just keep going. Think about it like stocks. Okay, do stocks go all the way up all the time? Nah, it goes up for one moment and then it goes down. Okay, and that's the way how you have to look at relationships. Everything is never going to be the same. You know, as you
Mm-hmm.
grow, your goal is like you want to grow to be better, but just know that arguments and disagreements will occur, and over time, you learn and you communicate and you find better, healthier solutions to solve your problems. But yeah,
Yeah, and just I'm telling you, the key characteristic, man, in terms of marriage, is the most prevalent thing that you should be focused on is the ability to adapt. The ability to adapt because changes are coming. They coming. Whether it's weight, whether it's interest, whether it's time when you have kids and different things like that, you're not gonna be able to just drop everything on a dime and go here and go eat dinner together real quick and just spur of the moment. All that spontaneity shit, things got to be a little more scheduled. Things got to be a little more, make sure that y'all on the same page communication wise. So, again, just prepare to adapt because changes are coming. The shit that pleased them in year one may not please them in year 12, year 14. Me and my old lady been together since '08. So
Wow.
y-
mm,
yeah, so
Congratulations.
appreciate you, gang. But yeah, man, like it's work. But at the end of the day, like I know good and well, and I knew back then that I don't see myself being with nobody else. So I mean, we might as well just ride this thing out. You ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. You love me. I love you. As long as those two things are established, and another thing, you respect me. I respect you. As long as
Yes.
those
mm-hmm,
things are there, y'all can get through anything. It's just a matter of communication and tucking that ego, which is another thing that's kind of hard for
mm,
both sides to do. Tuck that ego. Like a relationship is no room for no ego, man. That's the fastest way to divide y'all. That's why people be holding shit in and okay, I don't want to seem weak, so I ain't gonna tell her this when I really feel a way about you. Like
mm-hmm,
tuck that ego and be on the same page with your girl or be on the same page with your man, and y'all gonna be all right. But if you
Mm,
start letting outside shit influence the relationship, it's gonna be over
mm.
with before it begin.
Man, I'm
mm.
glad you said that, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, like, and I'm glad you elaborated on that because I hate when they say, women want to be loved and men want to be respected. No, 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 no. We both want to be loved and respected. I'm
Facts.
not gonna be with somebody who don't love and respect me. It's not happening. And neither should somebody be with me if I don't love and respect them. You know what I'm saying? Point blank and period. And I always tell people this is the perspective I give people, and it's for seeing grandparents who are married for 50 years. God bless my grandfather; he's no longer here. And it's also for seeing my parents and how they interacted with each other as co-parents. And this is the biggest lesson I learned from both groups. Never be afraid to stay in your relationship and work things out, and don't be afraid to leave. You know what I mean? Because there may be a time where you have to go, but there's also maybe a time you may have to stay there and work it out, get that counseling, go see that pastor, or that guru, or whoever you need to go see and do the work. You know what I mean? And like you said, tuck the ego and get that work done. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you can let somebody go, and you can let go of a blessing. You know what I mean? Or
Facts.
sometimes you can let something go, and it's good, and you letting go of a curse that's holding you back.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got to know which one is which. And you have to know for yourself. Nobody can tell you. You know what I mean? Your family can't tell you. Your friends can't tell you. You got to know this for yourself. You know what I mean? If you know that for yourself, then the rest is easy. You know what I'm saying? And then you can work out whatever you need to work out with your partner. Whether y'all need to work it out, or y'all need to separate. You know what I'm saying? You will have the answer to that. And we got some more questions.
Yeah. Question from Harris Trimere Group says, question for the panel. This space we this space we are in, men versus women, is it the cloud before the silver lining, or is it what it is now?
um, See, I think I understand the question. Essentially, what he's saying is there a means to an end, or are we just separate, divided forever now? Is that what he's asking?
Let's see, call for. I think that's what is was asking probably. And if I'm wrong, Mister, he said, please like elaborate a little bit.
I think he's saying it's the calm before the storm. I think that's what he's saying, y'all.
Okay,
in Shane's
okay.
family. I think I'm guessing. If I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, Hashtag Media Group, y'all let me know. Y'all already know how we do. Y'all, y'all keep it 100 with me. Just let me know what's
Hmm.
good.
Yeah.
And hold on, he said salute. Okay, so they haven't responded yet. Oh, you
Okay.
salute to
Okay, he
Sir
said
Hell. I
yeah.
see you in the comments. And he said yes. Okay.
Salute to Sir Hell Speaks. Salutes to Justice Splash.
Hey, Lady Sophia. Hey.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Okay, okay, so he confirmed, so that's what he meant. All right, I'm gonna put a chat up again. So let me see. All right, this when men first women, is it the cloud before the silver lining, or is it what it is now?
Yeah, I would say that it's the cloud before the silver lining. The silver lining
Mhm.
has to come eventually, but I think this was necessary. And that's why salute to Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
He really took the knives for a lot of men to have conversations that they were scared to have before, things that they were scared to say before. He just had the nuts to go on a platform in front of thousands of people, millions of people every week, and just speak what most men thought but never had the nuts to say. But now what that did was is that opened up the door. That opened up the door for conversations to be had. And now, even though we arguing and shit right now, I think women have a better understanding than they've ever had in terms of what we value in reality. Now, whether
Mm.
they gonna appease us in that aspect, I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? But at least they know, and I feel like that's the first step in terms of getting on the same page. Because again, like that's what all of this is for. I think people get it confused when they just see man versus women beef and man, nah. But the end goal is for us to be closer together. The end goal is for us to
Hmm.
understand each other's wants, desires, and need to be respected. And for a long time, a lot of men, especially black men, didn't really feel respected. A lot of us felt like just utilities, like what we can do for the woman, whether it be money wise or protection wise, whatever the case may be. But in terms of taking our feelings and things like that into account, a lot of women just wasn't doing that. And don't get me wrong, we played a part in it because a lot of us just didn't want to communicate for whatever reasons. I don't feel like arguing with her or whatever the case may be. So we'll just tuck in a lot of stuff. But Kevin Samuels and this whole man versus woman atmosphere that we in now opened up that door for progress. So right now I feel like is the storm, but there is silver lining after it. I feel like now whether or not I'm gonna live to see it, I'm not sure. But
Mm.
uh
Yeah.
this was absolutely necessary to getting us to that point. I will say that. Rest in
So
peace,
Hmm.
Kevin Samuels too.
rest in peace to Kevin
Hmm.
Samuels, the great. Before I bring, but before we continue, we have one of our crew members in the back from Knowledge and Relationships. Trill, is it okay
Hmm.
if I bring this person up? Is that cool? I can bring him up.
Of course.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Just had to verify. You know what I'm saying? Let me ring the doorbell for him. Got to bring in our non-relationship family. You know what I'm saying? He is the music producer for non relationships. Let me bring in, and he also is the creator of the non relationship clips. You know what I mean? Please check both out. You know what I'm saying? On his channel, DJ Eddie King, and on our channel, non relationships. All right, let me bring in DJ Eddie King.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's up, DJ
Yes,
Eddie
sir.
King? What's up? What's happening?
Salute. What's going on, family? Salute to you three, Mr. Best. Salute to the homie Trill,
Hold
man. How
on.
you been, man?
What up, G?
All right, all
Yeah.
right. Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, thank you for tuning in, DJ Eddie King. So yes, likewise, he is the man who's responsible for like just the music behind the intros and outros, and he's also helping us to get to where we need to be at as far as like clipping. So yeah, definitely shout outs and a warm welcome to DJ Eddie King, man.
Facts.
Thank you, man. Thank you, M3.
Sir Hell, what up, bro?
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Thank you, Suhail, for tuning in. You can also follow his channel as well. He definitely has an amazing channel. He's on the road for like 2,000 subscribers and beyond. So this man is definitely incredible, man.
Stand
Very
up
good
dude.
guy, and
Yes.
definitely look up to him a lot for
The
sure.
most, the most. I say he's the most professional man in YouTube, man. He about his
Yeah.
business for real.
Salute,
Stand
Sir
up
Hill.
guy. So
Salute also Delon. I see you looking in, man. Salute to you as well, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. Cool. So let me go ahead and highlight. Let me see number. Oh, actually, this one is like it's a special question. So Let me go ahead and pull this one up. So, when you received our invitation to join our panel as a special guest, what was the first thought in your mind about us and why you decided to give knowledge and relationships a chance?
First thought was let me go research the content so I could see what exactly I'm walking myself into. but
Yeah.
uh, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. But no, at the end of the day, like I went in, I tapped into the platform. The content was again something I'm very familiar with, and y'all was having conversations that I feel like needed to be had. They was open, they was honest, they was blunt, and that's what I represent, and that's what we represent at Cruise Season. So y'all are very very similar to us. So I was like, hell yeah, I do it.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
thank you,
Yes,
man.
Thank
sir.
you, thank you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, much respect. DJ
Thank
A
you for
King.
making it easier for me to
Yeah.
reach out to you. Thank you, bro.
So
Yes,
Appreciate
thank
it,
you.
man.
Hmm.
so
Salute, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, guys, follow DJ Eddie King's YouTube page. If you want to listen to like some more like exclusive music, man, just hop in and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
DJ Eddie King, you have like any questions for like for Trill?
Yeah, man. How did you create that background? That's dope, man. I like that, man. That
man,
is
it
dope.
man, bro, it ain't hard, bro. I tell people all the time, you can go to Amazon, get your little grass wall. I don't
Yes,
get
sir.
well, I mean, get you a bunch of plates or whatever. It took me maybe I don't know, maybe like 60 plates or something like that to fill it to fill the wall. Then the
Yeah.
the sign you can get that shit made anywhere. Just get you
Oh,
a
okay.
neon sign or whatever, and align it, man. Get you a staple gun for these grass plates and
Yeah.
go to work.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it ain't that
Yes,
hard.
sir. Yes, sir.
All right, that's what's up.
That's what's up,
All
man.
right, so now we're gonna get to we'll get to the fun part. So the fun part as well. I mean, this whole conversation is fun, but the extreme part is when we start talking about the relationship aspects. Because what is knowledge in relationships without asking relationship questions? Because
Yeah.
everybody has different perspectives. So
What's that
we're gonna,
time? It's that time?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's that time.
Oh, all right. I'm ready.
All right, here we go now. All right, so and DJ Eddie King, you do have a little bit of well, actually,
Oh,
check the
let me
your DMs.
let me
Yeah,
fix it.
yeah. Are you good though? All right, here we go now. Bum, bum, bum.
All right,
All
I'm
right.
ready. Should women be submissive to men?
And, and before you answer the question, M3, let me check my mic and I'm gonna come back in. If that's okay with you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
check. Okay.
All right. What are your thoughts about women being submissive to men? Because especially in this internet space, you're going to hear that a lot.
Um,
Is this better?
It's a slight noise. Don't
Oh,
worry, DJ Eddie King. Yeah.
I would say like women should submit to men who are worthy of submission. That's what I'll
Mm,
say. Every man is not worthy of submission. Just because you was a man, don't mean that you can lead a relationship because you was born a man. I think that
Hmm.
leadership is something that got to be practiced. It got to be honed in on. It got to like you have to have a resume of accomplishments and shit that you've done right, and again a resume that shows that you have the ability to lead. It's just like anything else. Hiring somebody for a position. If you in the interview room and their resume is a blank sheet of paper, like, hey man, but I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. You as the company gonna look at them like, I mean, I hear you, but what is your track record say? What does your resume say? And how that translates to real life is okay. If he got kids, like is he active in his kids' life? Like how's his career going? Like if he's I'm in school or whatever. Like how long has he been in school? Is he really pushing and progressing toward like establishing something concrete? You know what I'm saying? And being the man that he's telling me he's gonna be. Like what in his past and history tells me that I should submit my livelihood in the next 40, 50 years of my life to him. And
Hmm.
so that's what I mean. Every man is not worthy of submission, but if he is, definitely, definitely. And I think most women want to submit to a man, but it's just a matter of finding one that's that they trust enough that's gonna be able to drive the ship where it need to go. So that would be my answer.
Yeah. I got to give a shout out to Magic because she says, yes, we should. It is our duty. And then she also agrees it's true because some men don't qualify. And yeah, most definitely, um, you have to be worthy of a leader in order for your significant other to submit to you. And also, there's a thing too about submissiveness. Now, I know most women normally look at it as a slave term, like we're trying to make you our slave, and that's not even the case. It's basically just cooperation and knowing your role. Just like we have to know our roles as well too. We're appointed to be as leaders and protectors. If we're not doing that for ourselves and even meeting those requirements to make sure that we provide security for our wives or like for like girlfriends, however y'all want to do it, preferably wives or whatever, but you got to make sure that you provide that type of security in that woman's life. Okay, so know your role, men, so you could be worthy as a leader. So then that way she could know her role to be as worthy as a wife and learn to be submissive to you in the things that you need help in. You know what I mean?
Say at the end
So,
of the day, that's
mhm,
all submission really is deference, and that's what a lot of people, they hear submission and they think tapping out, giving up, like slavery, different things like that. All it is deferring.
mhm,
That's just like if all four of us is in a room, and let's say M3 knows the town better than us. Like, what would I look like fighting for the driver's seat if this is his city? I'm going to
Mhm.
defer to him. That doesn't mean I'm a lesser man than he is, or I'm whatever the case may be. But this is his domain. This is his his arena. So you defer to him. He's going to lead this situation. And I feel like a relationship is the same way. If you have a dude that's, again, has a track record that shows that he accomplishes things, shows that he a man of his word, a man of integrity, you should have no problem submitting to him. Because at the end of the day, if we're gonna keep it G, if the relationship go wrong, he gets the blame. If y'all get kicked out to the street and people walk by and see y'all family on the street, they're not gonna come up to you and say, "Damn, what happened? Why you didn't work? Why you ain't working? Or you ain't got a job? Like your family is out." They're not coming to the woman to say that. They going to the man. So
mhm.
if you don't get the blame for you breaking down, then it would behoove you to submit to me. And if I'm not worthy of submission, or if you don't feel comfortable submitting, or if you feel like you got to reach for that steering wheel, you're in the wrong relationship. Simple as that.
Uh,
Big
I'll,
facts.
I'll say this. I'll say this. I think in submission and in leadership is something that is going to be tested through time. So there's gonna be times where you're gonna go through something and you just ain't able to lead, man. It could be a disease. It could be somebody passed away and now you're depressed. It could be a lot of different things. Job loss, a lot of different things, and your spouse is gonna have to say, you know what, I'm going to help you through this. There's gonna be times where your woman, she ain't able to submit, man. She just going through it. You know what I mean? Something's going on with her. She may be going through a midlife crisis, any type of thing. She may have lost her career. She may have lost family members. Anything could happen. She could have got sick, and now she's not able to be the same wife that you met when you first met. Everything is different. So you going so in our roles, we have to also learn how to adjust to when life tests us. When we go through those fires, we got to be able to adjust. Ultimately, both the men and women have to be, a union. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So when you're in a union, you are in a covenant together. Marriage is a covenant. It's a union.
Mm.
It's teamwork. So understanding that, you have to understand it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna love and support and protect her. She's gonna love and support and protect me. And we both gonna respect each other. You know what I mean? And it goes through anything in life. Somebody breaking a house, right? Is she gonna look at me to be John Claude Van Damme or Rambo, or is she gonna pick up the tool and help me get these dudes up out of here? You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, she picks up the tool and help me get these dudes up out of here. You know what I mean? Because what if I'm taking care of business, but I don't see the guy in the back of me? I don't see him. I don't see him coming. They got a driver and he got a tool and he just jumped out the whip and I don't see him come. I done took care of all the fools in the house, but I don't see the other cat coming. Now, if she not there and I'm not seeing them coming, now I get my head blown off. Now I'm not here no more. You know what I mean? But if we work as a team, we can clear the whole house. She could watch. She could watch what I'm doing as I'm taking care of business. I'm watching what she doing when she taking care of business. The house is protected. You know what I mean? So You know what I mean? I think that's how marriage got to be. I know that's a kind of very descriptive way of me saying cooperation or teamwork, but that's how it's got to be. Though, you know, we both got to protect each other in our union because we are building a union. We're building a family, and each family member has to contribute to that. And then if you have kids, the kids have to contribute to that. They got to contribute to the tribe. You know what I'm saying? Protect the family at all costs. You know what I mean? We all gonna protect each other. We all gonna look after each other. We're gonna be on one string. You know what I'm saying? And if we do that, there's nothing that can stand in our way. So yeah, I think that's what marriage and I think that's what family ultimately has to be. You know what I mean? It has to be each part working together and each part knowing their role, of course. But we all got to support and love and help each other and respect each other. So yeah, and protect each other.
Excellent.
Okay. I have a couple of questions for the chat, but DJ Eddie King, you have anything you want to ask or say?
What? Yeah. But first of all, how do I sound? Am I okay? Still off a little bit.
You
No,
good,
no,
bro?
no.
You good?
Yeah, yeah, you cool. You cool.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to say, like, as far as for the men out there, I think you should focus on your goals. You should focus on your goals, your living situations, and your finances before getting involved in a relationship. You know, doing that, the woman is going to look at you as a leader. But I think it's important for you to take care of your goals and accomplishing certain things that you want out of life first. You know, which is more important before getting involved with anyone. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. That's just my take on that.
No, okay, no, you good, you good.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get to some of these comments. So there was a question by Vic. No. Actually, it was a comment by Vic. He says, "I don't need you as a woman to trust the direction that I'm leading you, but I do need you to follow directions and simple instructions without a challenge." He goes on and says, "If you can't follow my instruction, then I may not be the man to lead you. But that then leads to the real question, why are you even here?" So, do you, okay, hold on for 1 second.
Oh, we got another team member that just came up. You know what I'm saying? You know, gotta introduce. You know what I mean? Listen, she is the creator of the original book club. All right,
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
original book club. I wish she had a book right now. Where the book at? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But she don't have one. You know what I mean? And I see she got the braids back. You got the braids back? You got the braids back? You got the braids again? Yeah, she got the braids back.
Yes, you got
Gotta bring in First Lady Tammy. Tammy, what's going on? How you doing, sister?
it.
What's
So
up,
that.
First Lady Tammy?
Hi.
You know that. So, First Lady Tammy, she's also one of our members from the Knowledge and Relationships crew. So, we almost have a full party. We're just missing our Queen Dom, but she's probably at work. So,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Shout out to Dama.
hmm so First Lady Tammy, thank you for tuning in.
And also, you people, look out for that book. Lies My Teacher Told Me. That's a great book.
Very, very good book.
Mm-hmm.
And the book club
Right,
is
right.
returning June 7th, y'all. June 7th. June
Yeah,
7th.
June
hmm
7th. We'll be getting
Yeah.
back to that. Mm-hmm.
So true. As you probably already know, like we're always trying to like mix up on our content. We have so much lined up. I can't even give you a strict number of how much are we doing like on a day to day basis because we have our ladies' night, we have the book club, we have knowledge in the afternoon along with
Yeah,
knowledge and relationships and all kinds of stuff. So
yeah.
um yeah, we're trying our best like to mix things up to keep it fresh. So
Mm-hmm.
Smart. Smart. I like it.
um thank you,
Thank you,
thank
brother.
you.
Thank you.
Going back to like Vic's comment and question. Well, one, do you agree that a woman don't need to trust your direction when he's leading, but you must be the one to learn how to follow directions?
No. No, I would definitely disagree with that, especially in marriage. Like that may work for when you're dating, whatever the case may be. But when you married to a woman, you definitely trust her counsel, right? And the only way that she can give you counsel is if you communicate and plan with her. Just like
Hmm.
Bess just got done talking about, like if people break into this crib, is you gonna help me, defend this crib if it's necessary? But even in that situation, how can she help you if you ain't taught her how to use the gun?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't taught her,
Hmm.
okay, hey, if they come through this door, you lay on this side of the bed, that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
y'all are learning from each other. But you as a leader, in any aspect of life, one of the main key characteristics is delegation.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't do it all. And to be honest, it's gonna be areas that your wife is more strong in than you are.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like, no, I don't believe nobody should just follow nobody blindly. No, because if she's following me blindly, then that means that she can't watch my six. But
Woo.
if I'm communicating with her and we on the same page, and don't get me wrong, I have final say. I am the leader.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I need that counsel because depending on the situation, it may be something that I don't see. And if we not on the same page in that regard, then you ain't gonna be able to catch it for me. So then we both gonna be messed up. Compared to if I'm again leading the way I should be, you are adept to do it, you are equipped to do it, but you have the option to defer to me. And that's what I believe in, the option to defer, not deferring because of ignorance. So no, I don't really agree with that take.
Okay, okay. And then
Mm-hmm.
Margaret says, like, let's see, to Sayera, hello, hello, from El Salvador, nice to meet you, and good afternoon and good evening. All right, all right. And I think we have like a little stream glitch, but she says, do you think women becomes like, okay, I got it, I got it, Sayera. Okay. And Sayera has a question, guys. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I got it, Daryl. Don't worry. So the question is, let me go back up again. Hmm. Do you think a woman becomes a reflection of a man she is with?
I would say they both become a reflection of each other. All right, you both become a reflection of each other. Now,
Mhm.
listen, I'm using an example. Now, my woman bought in. She bought in some this I don't even eat this type of stuff, right? She bought in some pita chips and like this dip, like some spinach dip type stuff. I'm like, yo, what is this, right? I don't even eat this. Using Greek yogurt, and I'm like, I don't. What is this stuff? Like, what are you eating? Man, I tried some of that stuff, man. Oh my gosh, I was in heaven. I was in love. I was like, yo, this is incredible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I usually just do my little, my little health bars or whatever, my little stuff from Sprouts, my little healthy stuff from Sprouts. But she introduced something completely different. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Like, y'all both gonna introduce different things in a relationship, and you both become a reflection of each other. So you're gonna pick up different things that she do. She's gonna pick up different things that you do, and y'all both are two lights shining. You know what I'm saying? Like she shine, you shine, and then y'all both reflect off each other. Like you know what I mean? And and you just got to make sure that you guys are reflecting each other in a good way, okay? And because sometimes you could pick up a habit, you're like, man, I used to do that before, but now it's like, oh yeah, that's what she do, or that's what he do. You know what I mean? And y'all just become reflecting each other because you live together and you with each other all the time. So you're gonna pick up each other habits and everything else, and you're gonna pick up each other tendencies and everything else. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that, man. I think your woman is a direct reflection of you. I give you a real life example. One of my exes back in the day when we was together, we used to push each other from an intellect perspective. Um, and in terms of like, going to get this degree, going to do that, going to do this in business, whatever. So when we was together, she was on her shit, educated, get going to get her degrees, doing all that stuff, like with high aspirations because she knew where I was going and she knew where I said that I was going. You know what I'm saying? And then
Mm.
we ended up breaking up, and now she got three different kids from three different men, and kind of just stuck in limbo, not really working no high paying job, no none of that, kind of just stuck in our hometown. So that is a perfect example. I know like some great women that trusted the wrong leadership, and now they doing terrible out here. And if you were to take those rewind time, take those same girls and put
Mm-hmm.
them with a man who was capable of leading, a man who was motivating, a man who was gonna get them that kick in the ass to do what it is that they needed to do, they would be way better off right now than they are. So definitely, man. And again, just like Beth said, it's the same type of situation on the flip. That's one thing that I love about my wife is that she holds me accountable. She keeps me grounded. She gives me that kick in the ass I need. Because don't get me wrong, like when you start accomplishing shit, like you'll start feeling yourself. And you'll let it get to your head and all of that. But she's that person to pull me right back to the ground. No, no, no. Focus up. We need to accomplish this. We need to accomplish that. You're right. Let me get back on my job. So, compared to if I was with a chick who was just there for the ride, she didn't argue with nothing. She just yes man everything I said. I may be in a different position now. So yeah, you are definitely a reflection of who you with.
Talk
Right.
about it.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, Mr. Unlock. Shouts to you, Trishan. Facts. A good woman keeps you focused.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Speaking of a good woman, since we have a good woman on this panel, First Lady Tammy,
Hey,
you have any questions, any thoughts that you want to share, or any questions you want to ask Trill?
Not at the moment, but if something comes to me, I'm gonna definitely say something. So,
Um,
Okay, no problem. All right, DJ Eddie
um,
King, go ahead.
yeah, yeah, Trill. I wanted to ask you a question. There are certain women who has a lot of money, which they call it the big bag, and they pass certain messages to certain women that don't have the big bag. They say that they don't need a man. You don't need a man. You get it back on your own, and and that's it. Like, what do you what do you think about that? Even they even say that they don't even need a man who also has a big bag either. So I'm just trying to wrap my head around like what do you think?
Um, I think that is a defense mechanism. A lot of those women probably been hurt in the past before, and
Mhm.
a man did them wrong or whatever. They trusted his leadership, and it went left, and it left them
Mhm.
hanging. Or they seen their mama go through something like that.
Yeah,
Whereas if she was dating a man or whatever, it didn't work out, and now her mama was struggling. So when she leave that household, my mindset is, oh, I'm gonna make it to where I don't need a man for nothing. Let me go out here and get this high paying degree, get this high paying job, and everything else after that gonna have to wait because I'm out here getting this bag. And then once I get it, it's like, oh, I don't need a man for a damn thing. And women, you don't need a man either. All you got
yeah,
to do is go out here and get this bag like I did. But at the end of the day, we need each other.
yeah.
It's not a situation where like you can have all the money in the world. Like it's plenty of people that's rich that jump off bridges every week. Like
Mhm.
money alone is not gonna get it done. At the end
talk
of the
about
day,
it.
like when you look back on life, what people not gonna remember how much money you had. Kevin Samuels just died. People not really talking about okay, he was a millionaire, he had this, he bought this car, he bought this house, he was doing this, he was doing that. No, they remember the message. They remember the memories that they had with you, especially in terms of a family. Oh, he was a great dad. Or, he was at every football game, or the mom she was at every ballerina practice or whatever like that. Like it's those memories is what matter.
Yeah,
In terms of
yeah.
the people that love you. So I think that that's
Mhm.
misguided advice, and I think that that's a defense mechanism. And I think that even deep down, even though those women are saying that, in the back of their mind, if they could have a man that could again break down that barbed wire fence that's there and
Mhm.
get to that vulnerable person that she really is, and show her that hey, this shit is gonna be secure with me. You ain't got to worry about that with me. She gonna fall
Mm-hmm.
in line just like the rest of the women are willing to. So that's my
Mhm.
answer to that.
Thank you.
Great answer, brother.
Yeah, man. Well, I gotta give you Aaron for that one.
Word.
All right, man. Number number 6. What is the one or several things you would like to know about women?
You mean like hypothetically, if I'm single and I'm talking to somebody?
That could be part of a question, or um, yeah, we could go with that.
The top three things that I want to know for one, I want to know your upbringing because I feel like people are a direct reflection of the environment that they come from, whether it's good or whether it's bad. Some people use it for good, some people use it for bad. An example being, a lot of men grew up without a dad. That's gonna motivate you to do one of two things. You're gonna either be super super there for your kids, or you're gonna repeat the cycle, which is most likely you're gonna repeat the cycle that you saw because it was okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, hypothetically speaking, if I meet a woman I want to know how that family upbringing was. I want to know like what your idea of a male figure is, if you even had one, and I want to know how what demeanor your mom is, because a lot of women, most women, I would say, after certain amount of time passes, they are gonna turn into their mother in one extent or the other. So I feel like upbringing is super important. Number two, probably accountability. Like how accountable are you? Like it's
Mm.
literally a lot of women out here that feel like they do no wrong. So when that's the case, then that means that we can't build and we can't, progress the way that we need to, because we're not working on our weaknesses. And because if you don't feel like you have no weakness, you ain't feel like nothing need to be fixed. So it's like, okay, everything that goes wrong with us is his fault, and no relationship is gonna survive like that. Eventually, that man gonna get tired of that, and he gonna move around. So how accountable are you? And three, like what's your idea of what like longevity looks like a realistic perspective. Like what's your where do you see yourself in 30 years? Like detailed, not just white picket fence, big house, da, 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 da. No, detail. Like what do you see yourself accomplishing in this time? Because that's gonna let me know like how you know eager that you are working to get there. If you give me a blurry or muddy answer, then I know you just bullshitting. So yeah, it would be those three things.
Okay, okay. All right. Thank you, Trill. People in the comments. Okay, let me see. The man needs to be protected at all costs. Uh, yeah. I mean, look. I think like any content creator that adds like value always needs protection at all costs. Reputation wise, physical, however you want to think about it. You know, but definitely make sure that no one is slandering the content creators' names when they're trying to help, because by the end of the day, we all gotta hold ourselves accountable for the actions that we do. You know, for how we talk, how we operate on things. So
And as a
that's most
content
definitely.
creator, you can't let the criticism guide your decision making. Lucky, what up? I see you. Um,
Shout out to Lucky.
I'm saying in terms of critique, because a lot of content creators do that too. They'll come out in terms of how they start, and they'll have a strong stance on something, and then they'll run into that criticism, that real criticism, and then they'll start
Mhm.
moving and shifting up shit. Like you're not doing this, space no justice if you're not being who you are authentically. That means you may have to take some bullets sometimes, but that's just part of the game. Trust me, I know I done took a lot, but my message is the same.
Okay, okay, yeah, definitely for sure.
I got a question.
Go ahead, first lady Tammy.
Okay, so Trill, do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am, a daughter.
Um, what kind of parent are you, and what is your how do you feel as far as discipline? In what ways do you discipline your child? And so as far as the way kids are now, what do you feel is lacking from a lot of the parents that are out now? I mean, I'm a teacher, so I see a lot of things, and I'm a single parent, so I see a lot of things in that aspect.
Mhm.
I just want to get an idea of, as far as you as a parent, and also, I have a lot of questions. Also, did you always want to have kids, and are you the kind of dad that you always thought you would be, or are you different than that? So pretty much your thoughts on discipline, you as a dad, if you are who you thought you would be as a dad, those kind of that kind of stuff.
Damn, good questions. In terms of discipline, I believe in first and foremost, like explaining to them why it's happening. My daughter is 3 years old, but she has the like comprehension of somebody that's like 6 or 7. Because ever since she was young, I talk to her normal. Like a lot of people talk to their kids and baby talk and different things like that. But me and my wife don't do that. We talk to her normal. So it's like if you're getting in trouble, this is why. Like I don't want you touching this stove because if you touch it, it could burn your hand. Or if we got a gas stove, if you turn this knob, it could explode. And I literally explain it to her like that. And then we'll be going about our day or something like that. And she'll walk by the stove and she'll look at it. She'll look at me. Then I'll hear her mumble. If I touch it, it'll explode. If I touch it, it'll explode. So it's like again, A lot of parents just discipline their kids. Do what I say do because I said it. I don't believe in that. I believe in explaining to you why I'm disciplined. Now you still getting the discipline, but I'm explaining to you why I'm doing it. And I feel like that's something that a lot of parents don't do. In terms of did I see myself having kids? Definitely, definitely. As far as the timetable, like I always wanted things to go in order, and I was one of the ones that was lucky enough for it to go that way. I wanted to graduate college. I wanted to get married. I wanted to buy my house. Then I wanted to have kids, and it happened in that order. In terms of the type of dad that I thought I would be, I figured I figured I would be something like my pops, except maybe a little more vulnerable. Because like a lot of the like old school men, like they loved you, but it was a situation like, "Well, I ain't gotta say it. You should already know I love you," type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be accessible. I want her to feel comfortable talking to me about anything. And not just, "Oh, daddy, I'm gonna keep that away from daddy." Like, not like that. So that's what I wanted to be. And so far, I mean, she's still pretty young for me to be able to tell if I'm accomplishing that goal. But so far, I feel like I'm doing a hell of a job. I feel like the main thing with kids is just time. Giving them your time. You can buy them everything in the world, but none of that matters if you're not there. If you're not, and me, I'm hands on. I get my baby baths. I feed her. Wake up in the morning. I get her dressed up. But mama do her hair. Like, but I'm like hands on with my baby. I don't believe in that. Sometime dad or like distant dad type of thing. Like, if she don't remember nothing else about me, she gonna remember that daddy was there. So that's my answer to those.
Man, thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you.
I have another
Uh,
question.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just want to address something real quick, y'all. We are gonna drop the link, within a minute. All right. So we are gonna drop the link. So M3, whenever you can, drop the link for the people who want to come up. And then Tammy, go ahead with your question.
Sure.
Um,
We have one more question anyway. Go ahead, Tim.
so as far as goals that you had for yourself, what is a goal that you have yet to accomplish, and why have you not accomplished it yet?
Um, goal that I haven't accomplished. That's interesting. I mean, I'm constantly resetting goals, so I don't think I ever accomplished all of them. But just something right off the top of my head that I could think of would be like solidifying her college fund. And again, I think it's gonna come in time. But I mean, I'm just not there yet. But I mean, it's definitely coming. But I'm always accomplishing goals and then resetting them. So it'll never be a point that's like, okay, I can chill now. I'm good. I accomplished everything. You know what I'm saying? I like my mind don't really work like that. I don't even really celebrate too much even when I accomplish things. Just like, all right, bet. Now it's on to the next situation. So but just to name one, just right off the top of my head, I hadn't secured a college fund yet. But that should be done within the next 5 years.
Okay.
Real,
Okay.
real quick. So sorry, M3.
No problem.
So
Go ahead,
besides your
Tammy.
YouTube, sorry, sorry, I told you I
No,
would have.
Tammy, cook. No, cook, Tammy. You good? You good, sis? Go
Okay,
ahead. Do your thing.
Mhm.
so besides your YouTube, what else do you do? Like as far as your job, if unless YouTube is like your full time thing. So what is it that you do? And there's like a follow up question to that question.
Well, I'm a oil and gas accountant by nature. YouTube is still a side hustle. It's lucrative, but it's still a side hustle. I don't make what I make at my regular job doing YouTube. So nah.
Have you ever wanted to like I don't know, like inspire young boys because you've accomplished what you have, even though you may not be where you, I guess, want to be in the future. You're definitely not where you were. So do you ever talk to young boys about be how to be a better person and how to accomplish their goals? Do you ever do anything like that?
Man, daily. That's one of the dope parts about having a platform. Especially talking about a lot of the things that we talk about. A lot of our age demographic is 18 to 35. So we got people that's 17, 18, 19 that's at that critical point like, hey, my decision making here is going to affect the rest of my life. And we done built up enough trust to where they feel comfortable like asking me like, hey bro, I'm in college and I'm trying to pick between this major and that major. or hey, bro, I'm in college and I'm chasing what it is and I'm chasing, but I got this girl that that I really like. Like, do you think I should pursue it? Do you think I should put it off? And we're like, so I'm constantly trying to keep men, young men especially, from making the mistakes that a lot of us made and generations before us made. That's the dope part about having that platform, and I feel like we doing a hell of a job of that because we giving it to them uncut. It's no chaser at all. Like, if they ask me something, I'm gonna be bluntly honest. I mean, I'm sure y'all can tell just by this short time that we done been chopping it up. I don't hold punches. I don't duck nothing. So if you bring a question to me or something and you dead wrong, I'm gonna tell you dead wrong, and this is why. Or, if you tell me, hey, bro, I'm thinking about this, I'm like, nah, you should be thinking about that, and this is why you need to go this way. Because if you go that way, these are the consequences of that. If you go this way, you got a better chance. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, constantly helping young men and women, to be honest. Because on YouTube, not YouTube, Instagram and TikTok, like I demo is 60-40 women. On YouTube, it's the opposite. So I'm helping just young people in general, and even older people, to be honest, because age don't really mean shit in terms of knowledge or in terms of experience. So they got like older people that wasn't really able to get them gems early, that's listening to us now and saying, hey man, thank y'all, you gave me a whole new perspective on this. I never really thought about it like that. So that's what I get the fulfillment from.
Okay, so here's another
Um,
question. So real quick, how because I wasn't here at the beginning, but how long have you been doing your YouTube?
We started in 2017, but I was on Twitter long before that, like 09, 10, and I amassed a legit following on Twitter first. So in reality, I've been doing what I'm doing for a long time. I just changed formats, to whereas it was tweets before. Now it's just content, and essentially a lot of the game that I'm giving in videos or the advice that I'm giving people in videos, if they've been following me on Twitter, then it ain't nothing new. It's just a continuation of it, just in a different form. But in terms of, to answer your question, 2017, in terms of dropping videos on YouTube.
Okay, so my next question then,
um,
that Eddie King had something he wanted to say, is what was a guest that for you was the most memorable? I mean, there's always memorable guests, but what was one that you would say was your most memorable, and what about that guest made them so memorable?
After this question, I'm gonna have to let my guest in, and then Eddie King, you can answer what you got. You can ask what you got to ask, bro. I gotta let my guest in because they have been waiting. But go ahead, Trill. I'm sorry.
One of the most memorable guests, I would say. Damn, that's a hell of a question. We end up having Fat Man Scoop on. I'm not sure if y'all familiar, but Fat Man Scoop, he like real
New York
big in
DJ.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Shout out
he
to the
was,
hometown.
yeah, and it's like his, it was a dope situation because his personality. When you hear him in songs, you hear him in radio, you think, oh man, he a fool, like he gonna talk loud, he gonna talk crazy, whatever. But a lot of people, you will see their persona and then you'll see him in person, and it ain't nothing like that. But Scoop, he exactly like he is
Mm-hmm.
on music in real life, and not only that, but he was just in there giving us just gems. He done been active in this since the early '90s. Situations like that, and giving us his plight. And even though it was in music, ironically, a lot of that translates to just content creation in general. So we was able to take a whole lot of game about him, from him. It wasn't nothing Hollywood about him. Bro pulled up to the hood and sat down and chopped it with us for two 2.5 3 hours. So I definitely
Man,
respected that for sure.
gotta do some Fat Man
Okay.
Scoop. Here we go now. Here we go now. Let me chill.
Yeah,
All
matter of
right.
fact, bro, he
Mhm.
had laid ad libs right there in front of us, because he had the, not ad libs, radio drops right there in
Mhm.
front of us. So like we got to watch him like turn it on and get in the character. It was just dope
Man,
all the way around,
one of the dopest New York DJs, man. Shout out to New York. That's my hometown. Shout out to Brooklyn. That's my hometown.
bro.
Yeah, man. He definitely held it down, man.
Bro,
Let up some
mhm,
guests real quick. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
we're
Trill. Were
gonna
you
let.
saying something? I'm black, man.
mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Trill, were
So
you about to
Miss.
say something? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was
No,
just
that
gonna
was.
say the
I'm
dope
sorry. Go
part
ahead.
about mean, another dope part about it was, it was like our first interview, and
Mm.
Scoop is a radio guy, so we was talking for 2 hours, and we asked him probably 2 questions. And I just let you know. Like, that's
Oh
the
my
easiest
gosh.
interview anybody could ever do, man. I'll be honest. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay, real quick, Mr. Best, right? We're gonna let like one person at a time,
Mhm.
and we're gonna give them like a time limit. So we're gonna give like I say like a 5 minute time limit for at least like for the first two guests, and then we'll see how it goes for the time. But I think we're pretty good.
Okay,
I
okay,
know one person came in first, and then yeah, that way
okay,
we don't get too
okay.
cluttered.
And Trill, if you want anybody to stay or whatever, or you feel in the conversation, you can keep it free flowing. It's really up to you. You know what
Oh
I mean? We just
man,
want to be
man, this
respectful of
y'all
your
world,
time,
big
bro.
dog. I'm here. In whatever capacity y'all need me, bro. It's all good.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
for sure.
Who's at my door? Oh, this brother just let himself in, man, because he already know what time it is. You know this is his house, so he just let himself right on in. Let me bring in my bro, man. Daryl Long, what's up, baby?
What's
What's
up,
up,
man?
girl?
What's
On?
going on,
Your love.
family?
What's
What's
going
going
on,
on,
man?
family?
Yeah.
What's
Hey,
up?
what's
Dear
going on, my
Lord.
brother Trill?
What up, bro? What you on?
Man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed tonight, my brother. I'm very, very, very blessed, man. I want to say, thank you for the continuous inspiration, my brother. You know what I mean? I just landed a big job today. I only shared it with Mr. Best, so I'm gonna share it with the rest of with the family, man. I just got a big job at a YouTube company called Think Media. They over
Oh,
at 1 million subscribers, man. They just let me in. I got a personal call from Sean Cannell. I only shared it with Mr. Best. I'm excited as fuck, but um the question I got
Congratulations.
for you, I appreciate it, man. When I say, man, I say this shit just made my motherfucking day, made my whole month, bro. It put a smile on
congrats.
my face, man, just to hear my man's voice. But one thing I wanted
Congrats, brother. Congrats.
thank
You on the money,
thank
baby.
thank you again, Bess. I appreciate it
Congrats.
again.
Congrats, man.
One of the reasons why I
Anytime.
wanted to come up here and kick it with Trill was because um Trill was one of the men in this space that was always G. Whenever I saw him, he didn't have anything to say about, stuff in the streets that was going on YouTube stuff. He was like, "Hey, brother, let's talk about the topic. Let's keep going." So, Trill, the question I got for you really is, how do you be so non-biased out here? Like, how do you? Because a lot of people they play the side,
Mhm.
right? They choose a side. I'm all with that too. But how do you stay so composed and be able to walk in all spaces? That's what I wanted to ask you. From a young man to an OG.
Man, bro, I'm gonna be honest, man. When you come from the environments, that a lot of us come from, you come to realize like how privileged you are to be able to come in these platforms and just chop it up and just make money, and it ain't no risk. You got to worry about getting robbed, ain't got to worry about nobody getting shot, nothing like that. Like this is conversation at the end of the day. So it's like that's how I approach it. I don't really get my feelings too involved or nothing like that. It's it ain't too high, it ain't too low. It's like, all right, cool. We agree to disagree. Boom, we on to the next situation. But I think like a lot of people be taking this shit real personal. I done had real problems in real life. In terms of beefs and different things like that. And this ain't that. You know what I'm saying? So I think once you don't when you come from that type of situation, man, you just able to compartmentalize and just keep shit. G. At the end of the day, like I don't believe in commenting and shit and involving myself in beefs and different shit like that ain't really got nothing to do with me. People gonna handle what it is that they handle. Now, if I get drug into it, then that's a different ballgame. Somebody say something negative about me or whatever, but in terms of like shit that's going on around me, if I ain't involved in it, I don't even speak on it. That's one thing my OGs taught me growing up. G.
That's why I always respected you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I never had nothing bad to say about your platform. Every time I react to it, you always, you know what I'm saying, sharing it. And I always appreciated that love. The last
Facts.
thing I'm gonna say is this, man. I appreciate the Dallas Mavericks for exposing LeBron James for being one of the weakest superstars. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate Dirk Nowitzki
Oh, well.
for being one of the
Mhm.
greatest players. I would rather take him over LeBron James as well. LeBron is not top
Off
20.
that talk.
You know what I'm saying? I just
Oh,
gotta
we
let
going
y'all
there.
know. Hey, I gotta let y'all know. I know you from down there, you know what I'm saying, down the way in Texas or whatever, man. So shout out to y'all for really embarrassing LeBron Everybody know how I feel about LeBron. He's not better than Bird. He's not better than Magic. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Michigan State. He's not better than Kobe. I know you agree with that. I had to, man. I be seeing Trill be on that Dallas Maverick shit. So the last question I got for you was, Mavs versus the motherfucking Warriors. We know this is what it's about to come down to for the West, right? So, like, what you think?
Man, it's tough, man. Like the bias in me want to go Mavericks, but just the basketball, you know, being the basketball, you know, as knowledgeable as I am with the game, the Mavericks just don't have the team to compete right now. I think Luka need another star.
Did y'all get rid of Porzingis?
Yeah. He
Oh
gone.
man, thank
And to be
God.
honest, he was some bullshit anyway, because he
was
wasn't playing
trash.
but 20, 30 damn games a season, so he ain't really
Like Anthony Davis. He a white Anthony Davis, bro.
right.
But worse.
Worse,
But
man.
worse, way
Anthony
worse.
Davis
man.
has a ring though.
COVID ring.
He got a ring, but I mean, it got a asterisk on it. We gonna
Major asterisk.
Ring is a ring, baby.
I ain't gonna take up too much of your time. Y'all have a good night, my brothers. I'll be moderating. God bless everybody up here. Trill, thank you for your time.
Yes,
thank you, family up here. Thank you, Eddie King, First Lady Tammy, M3, Mr. Best. I see y'all later, man. Have a good show,
brother.
Hey, thank you for holding it down for us, Daryl. Man, we appreciate you, bro.
Man, you already know what it is. You ain't got to even thank me for that. You already know what it is.
All right.
Peace.
All right, later, bro.
Right, later, man. All right.
Oh, I got somebody else in the back. This person is very aggressive, man. Yo, relax, man. Hold on.
Hold on. Kev going. Oh shit.
Hold on. Relax. Stop touching my door. All right. Ah, man. Yes, this is not a relationships family as well. I'm just gonna open the door because if not, they're gonna just kick the door down. Gotta bring in Queen Forever 2K. What up, Queen?
Hey, M3, I told you about them dogs. I'm a sedate, and I'm gonna give them a sedative. I told you about letting them muck on me.
Hey, look. We have animal cruelty activists, so be careful. Watch what you say about my dogs, though.
You and your little mutt.
Watch what you say, okay?
You and your little mutt.
I'm trying to keep from attacking you.
What's up, Eddie?
Cheer.
I had to come up. First of all, when you said Fat Man Scoop, I just started singing, breathe in, breathe out. I just started going in, So I'm from Southside Jamaica, Queens all day, baby. So yeah.
Okay,
but
Queen.
anyway.
How can we help you, Queen? How can we help you?
I just like to pop in. What's up, Tammy? Give people our love. But I just want to say I really like your content. I like the ease of just even how you communicate, on your Instagram. I saw one of your, I think it was an interview when you was talking, I don't know if it was an interview, but it was you and another guy, and you was talking about criticism and how people can't handle criticism, and they don't stand on what they stand, like they don't hold to what they stand on. And I think a lot of people don't hold to what they stand on because they want to be liked, because they don't even know what they stand on. They don't stand on nothing. So they stand on popularity. So they're easily swayed with the crowd, and I like how you ended and you was like, I don't know no rich person that everybody agree with, and I think a lot of it is people rather have the popularity than be true to themselves, So yeah, I like that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you. That's real, man. That's what I tell people all the time, bro. Like, success and hate is a package deal. It ain't no way around it. Like you can look at anybody, a Beyonce, who's probably the most universally liked person on planet Earth. It's still people that be like, oh, she don't dance that good, she don't sing that good. I don't see what y'all see. And like it's just part of the game. But
exactly.
Like if you let that affect the way you move and affect the moves that you make or whatever, like you're gonna be asked out. You ain't gonna never be successful in nothing. You got to find a way to kind of tune that shit out, because it's gonna be there. It ain't no way to escape it. It's some people that you'll never be able to please. Literally, you can do what they critiquing you about, and they'll find something else to critique you about. So
I think you need to do more on I like the one when you was talking about men you don't have to lose a good woman. You can appreciate it when you have it. Like,
Right.
I think a lot of people don't want to put in the work in relationships.
Mhm.
You know, they don't want to let down and let themselves be vulnerable. And
Right.
so a lot of times that's what happens, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool. I appreciate your content. Thank you.
That's
Thank you
love,
for
man. I
speaking to
definitely
our black
appreciate you.
men because they need help. They need some help.
I
Yeah, I
got
need
you.
I don't
help
know if
too.
I'm
they
trying.
listening.
Yeah,
I'm
women need
I
trying,
don't
help
man.
know if
too.
they. Hey. I'm talking, DJ. See what I mean? See what I mean? He need help. So you should DM him and have a one-on-one with DJ Eddie.
I got you. I got you.
And M3's next with his little chihuahuas. Trying to sound like they Doberman. You know you got little pocket. You got little pocket poodles. Don't play yourself.
Queen, is there
That's
anything
all.
else you wanted to ask him, or
No,
were you
I
done?
mean, you know, thank you for popping up on the YouTube. You know, knowledge of relationships.
No, it's
You
love.
know, thank you. Keep putting out great content, and you know,
Yes, ma'am. I
be
got you.
true to who you are. That's it.
Facts. It's facts.
Fact.
That's it, Queen.
That's it. You about to kick me out, right? I see you. You ready to kick me out? That's
No,
all
I'm
right.
trying to save you because
I
my
gotta, I
dogs
gotta,
isn't ready.
I gotta
Them
sit.
dogs
I
ready,
gotta
bro.
sit for them
Dog
dogs. I
pound.
gotta sit. I gotta sit.
All right. All right,
All
Queen.
right.
Thank you for
Peace out, people. I might
All
pop
right.
back in if they let me in, because you know I be coming through the windows. But you know,
Oh
sometimes they
boy.
catch me. But
You know, just
I'm
you
really
know,
debating of sending you the links anymore, man. I don't know,
hey,
man.
I will find the link. Don't matter. I will find a way. But anyway,
I'm messing
I'll
with you,
see
Queen.
y'all later.
Love you,
all
Queen.
right,
Later.
Queen.
Love.
Love you too, peoples. Bye.
Uh,
All right, behave. All right, so hold on, let's reset this timer.
Hold on. I got a question before that person come in.
Oh, what? Wait, hold on for a second. What's the question, DJ Eddie?
Yeah, I wanted to ask Trill. What? This is the question I'm going to ask. Uh, a lot of women may disagree with me on this, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. Should a woman's loyalty be tested before marriage?
Okay,
Hold on.
wait. Before yes.
I do want him to answer that question. M3, can you write that down? Because we're gonna let one more person up. After this one person we let up, we're gonna close the panel for a bit, and we're gonna get to Eddie and Trill and let them talk this out. All
Yeah,
right. So
what's the question, DJ Eddie?
Now, I'll just let the person in. I'll ask him again. It's all good. I don't want you to waste so much
no,
time.
but what is it? What's the name of the question so you don't forget? So we can have it written down.
Okay, well, should a woman's loyalty be tested before marriage?
Okay. All right. Let me get this person up real quick. This is our sister. Wait, hold on. You can't just push my door. How you gonna just push my door open? You know what I mean? You can't. Okay, so that's how you're gonna be. Okay. Let me let our sister up. She's also non-relationship family. You know what I mean? She's repping a different country. Shout out to all the great people in El Salvador. Yeah. Let's bring in Sister Saida. What's up, Saida?
Hi, good
What's up?
evening. Hey, how are you?
Hey, how you
Pretty
doing?
good, Cider.
Thank you for
Saida.
having me.
What's going
So
on?
look, Cider, I know you have like a lot of
A
questions.
lot of
So
questions.
let me highlight some of Cider's many questions. Okay, so let me do this real quick. All right, so I think the first one was, does he include wife in the decision making if he has the last word? That's number one out of 100 questions that she asked. I only highlighted four. Let's see. What type of leader is he? Loving, caring, decisive, servant, morals, or spiritual? And then, of course, the question for me, I will answer that later on. Um, and then the last question is, what does it mean to be a leader in marriage? So now, Sada, you have the opportunity to ask all four questions all in one within 5 minutes.
Well, you kind of asked the questions. He has the timer to answer all of them.
Wait, say again?
I asked the questions and you read.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Well, now it's the whatever. You got 5 minutes, but go ahead, Trill.
all right, put the first one up again.
Okay, let me see. First one is, does he include wife in the decision making?
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
even
To be
even if
honest,
he has the last word. So we know that you have the last word, but like it's important to know, because I've heard many things, and many men saying no, it's my decision, but I know a leader will include his wife on the decision making, even if he has the last word. He's just kind of asking. So yeah.
yeah, no, definitely, man. My wife is a natural skeptic. So anything that I present, she gonna examine it, and she gonna look at it with that skeptic eye. And a lot of times that's what I need. A lot of times that's what a lot of men need. Even if you don't go with what she recommends, it's still interesting to hear that side, and that'll help you make a more well-rounded decision. So for me to like make decisions without including her, I'd be doing myself a disservice. And if I didn't trust her counsel, she wouldn't be with me. So yeah, definitely.
Okay, so the next question is what she asks is, what type of leader are you? Are you loving, caring, decisive, moral, spiritual?
Mm, I like to think that I'm all those. To be honest, I mean, I think all of them
Hmm.
factor into the way that I lead.
Which
As
one
a
would you be more inclined to? Like, there's always one type of leadership that is more, like stronger than the other.
yeah, I would probably say, if I had to just pick one, I'd probably say moral. Like I'm the type of guy, like I like live by a code, and this code was developed when I was very, very young. Running around
Hmm.
where I was running around, that it's just certain things that I'm just not willing to bend on, and there's certain things that that we can kind of conversate about or converse about. Pardon me. But in terms of your code, I tell men that all the time. Like, before you get into a relationship, you need to have some kind of structure, some kind of code, and be 100% firm in that, what I call them non-negotiables. So that's the type of dude I am. So anything that comes up, I'm gonna tap into my code, and if it goes against it, I'm not doing it. But if it's within it, or if it's something that can be talked about and kind of negotiated, and I'm with that too. I can like listen and try to understand where you're coming from. I don't feel like I'm just always right, or just whatever your little comments, your little decisions, just keep over there.
You're
That
you're
type
more
of
decisive.
right. But
You're
it's
more
like,
decisive. All right,
yeah.
that's good.
Hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, so let's see, we got 3 minutes on the clock. So, what does it mean to be a leader in marriage?
It means somebody that's even keel. It means that somebody that's 3 steps ahead, somebody that's able to see through the storm to the finish line of what we're trying to get to. Somebody that don't make decisions based on emotion. And
Mm.
and again, like I said, these things got to be worked on. Especially growing up young. A lot of us are hot tempered. A lot of us are, kind of emotional. If I'm gonna keep it real, but if you bump your head enough times making emotional decisions, you learn not to do that no more. You learn that that's not probably not the best thing for you. So it would be again, like, the experience, been there, done it, be able to just sift through the storm, to whereas your woman might react emotionally. You can't let that encourage your decision making. It's like, okay, I understand you emotional right now, but I'm not looking at this what's in front of me. I'm looking down that road. So whatever it
Hmm.
takes for us to get down that road, I need to stay even keel, and I need to stay calm enough to be able to make the right decision. So that's what I would
All
say.
right. Okay. Okay. And then, okay, since this one is personally for us, what are the most important values that we demonstrate as leaders? Okay, so since we got 2 minutes, I'll try to wrap this part up so I can give you guys some breathing room. Um, Basically, just making sure that we're protecting like our wives, making sure that you know being like a leader is not just being a dictator, but just being loving and being caring. It's still relation to being a servant for your wife's needs and making sure that we roll as a unit. So that's the way how I look at it, as far as like one of the most like important roles. There's other roles that are important, but I'm not trying to take up too much time.
My value as a leader would be is to just keep everyone focused on the same accord. Make sure that we all are in line. Make sure that we all are healthy. We all are making sure that we are working as one. Because that's the thing. You got to work as one. You know, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
one person in the family, two people, three, four, five. When I see families, and especially when I look at other cultures that are not Western culture cultures, and how well they're organized, I see that they're on one accord. And when they're moving on that one accord, everybody knows their roles and everything else. And I think that that's a big thing. And everybody in the clan, like I said, they work together, they protect each other, and they all are doing everything as one. The thing that the man has to do is just make sure that that is happening within the whole family. You know what I'm saying? If somebody steps out of alignment, the man has to say, "Hey, you're not in alignment." A man brings order, balance. You know what I'm saying, and consistency as far as the relationships. He brings that delegation. You know what I mean, and that rule, and he sits on his throne as a king, and as that king, you know what I mean, he's making sure, okay, this is how things work, this is how things go. You know what I mean, and make sure that everyone is in alignment in that. And if anybody steps out of alignment, he got to check it. Now, sometimes the queen will check things too. Now, don't get it twisted. But as a man, you have to
Mm-hmm.
be focused on that all the time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
All right. Let me start this timer. All right, Saida, thank you for tuning in. So,
Thank you.
yeah, we're gonna probably open up the link, and then maybe probably like in the second round, and then probably if we have a little bit more time, then we might have like a good little party. But until then, yeah, thank you for
No
the
problem.
questions.
Thank you.
All
Thank you
right,
for having me. Nice meeting
Thank you,
you too.
Saida.
Bye.
all right, all right, cool, cool. All right, now DJ Eddie, I know you had a question that you want to ask Trill. Um, Another question is: should a woman's loyalty be tested before marriage?
I would say definitely, man. But I mean, I wouldn't restrict that to relationships. I move like that with friendships too. You know, a lot of people throw the friend word
Mm-hmm.
around very, very loosely. I don't believe in that. Everybody that's around me, even on my platform, we done been together, been around each other. We was in grade school. It ain't never been
Hmm.
no, malice. Ain't never been no scandal. Ain't nobody ever stole nothing, smashed nobody girl, no none of that. Because again, we move by a certain code. But that union or that friendship, that relationship has to be tested through fire. I don't, trust people. And, just going back to what Daryl asked earlier about how I'm able to stay out of situations is because I don't really believe in the, okay, man, we met today and we make content together. We best friends. Nah,
Hmm.
nah, it don't work like that. We are associates. Everybody in this space that we doing business with, because at the end of the day, that's what it is. Everybody has channels to make money. Let's just call a spade a spade. We are this is
Mm-hmm.
business. We are associates.
Hmm.
If I ain't
Yeah.
seen how if we ain't been in the trenches together, I ain't seen how you react under pressure or nothing like we are not friends.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, I think, that word gets thrown around loosely, but same goes for relationships. It takes a lot to be my woman. A lot.
Hmm.
And that's why, my wife is special, man. She truly is in terms of just confidence and just attitude and just what she brings to my life from an intangible perspective, you know, is what made us stand out, because I was popular and she was popular in our neighborhood as well. But it was something about her that just, to where it like left void in me when she wasn't around or when she wasn't there. And that's how I knew that she was the one. But yeah, that loyalty got to be tested before you get married. Hell yeah, and that's why I say I need to see people in all their seasons. I need to see how you move when you mad at me. I need to see how you move, when we actually bump into some kind of friction, because who somebody is when everything is going good, a lot of times be completely different than who they are under fire or under pressure. So yeah, definitely to answer the question, hell yeah, you should not marry nobody that you ain't seen how they react in the trenches when shit ain't going all the way well. When backs is against the wall, can I
Hmm.
trust you to have my six? And that's why I say that a lot. Like my
Wow.
wife got my six. I don't have to look that way. I know she got me this way. I'm focused on
Hmm.
12. So
Yes,
yeah, to answer
sir.
the question, hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I want to highlight this comment from Saida. She says a wise husband will listen to his wife's counsel in the decision making process because he recognized that she will sharpen him. She will make him better. Do you agree to that?
Definitely. Yeah, no, she I think I said something like that earlier. For
Yeah.
sure, man. Like, if and that's why I said if I don't
Mhm.
trust your counsel, I can't marry you. It don't matter how
Mm.
good you are in all those other areas. The sex may be good, the conversation may be good, you may be gorgeous or whatever, but if I don't trust your decision making, can't do it. And that's just what it is. Like you're gonna be in that we just having sex category or that, cool, but keep my distance category. But in terms of like marriage, spending the rest of my life, like trusting my livelihood with you, like if something happened to me, I need to know that you're gonna be able to hold this fort down. I could die tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I need to be confident in the fact that you're gonna be able to take care of my daughter the way she need to be taken care of. You're gonna be able to make decisions for the family. Now I ain't gonna be there. So if if I can't trust you to do that, then that means that I can't trust your counsel, and that means that I can't take you serious. So definitely, hell yeah.
Man,
Yes, sir.
I'm
All
glad
right.
I'm glad he shared that, man. Um,
Mhm.
and the reason why I say I'm glad he shared that because I know a lot of time we get into like men and women roles, and men need to provide security and all that stuff. We get so involved in this role when in actuality is if we're working as a unit, we got to provide all that for each other. You know what I mean? Because like Trill was saying, 9 times out of 10 we go first. We the first one to die.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Look at the statistics. It's true. And I need to have security that I can leave my legacy, my kids, my name, all my accomplishments, all our assets. I'm leaving all that to you, and I need to be able to trust you. And if I can't trust you, then we ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? If I can't trust you with that, if I can't trust you with my legacy, you want security, you want me to protect you, well, secure my legacy as well. Protect my legacy as well, and we ain't got no problem. You know what I mean? If both do that, then we good.
Bro, that's facts, and there is no more loyal. Like there is no loyalty like a woman that's invested in the plan, that's knowledgeable of the plan, that's knowledgeable as to where we're going. And that's why I didn't agree with that comment Vic said earlier about nah, just blindly trust my decision making. No, if we are married, like again, I have final say, but baby, this is the layout. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I can explain it to you so you can take that in and then understand. And a lot of times that's all women be wanting for real. Women just want to feel involved. So if you could bring her into the plan, that type of woman, shit, loyalty ain't even a question because she understands 100% what we fighting for, what we trying to accomplish, and she'll dive head over heels. She'll be more loyal to you than any of your friends will if you involve her in where it is that we going and the plan. So definitely, man, counsel is important, man. Include your wife. Explain to her why you doing what
Mhm.
you're doing. Real rap.
Yeah, because communication is definitely important. You can't just, it's like the blind that's leading the blind.
Mhm.
So if you don't know the program, you can't expect for a person to listen to you, especially if you're not going to explain to her or give her that security. Remember, the key point is women wants to feel safe. If they don't feel safe, they are not going to follow you. But that goes for men as well too. In some occasions, you brought that up earlier. Like if you was to go to my city, and I'm telling you, yo, we're gonna ride in this block, but I'm not explaining you like, yo, what to expect. You're not gonna feel safe around me. You're gonna try to. You probably might try to like, just hop on a taxi and try to like ask someone else. That's just human nature of things. We got to get that security on lock. Facts. Yes, yes, definitely. Came here and says, yeah, when oh, they're talking about the silencios. Okay. Shout outs to Mimsy Mims, like with the silencios. Like she has the silencios where you put over your head and it's supposed to protect you like from like the microwaves and all that. And I
Mm,
remember my dad was telling me something about that. Even sometimes when you put on Bluetooth headsets, you gotta be careful not to use that too much because that can also cause us brain damage because of the frequencies. But that's why you get yourself a silencio. All right. So you read this other comment. Okay. Yes, yes, definitely. Now,
Can I say this? Can I say this real quick, M3? I mean,
yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Go ahead, Mr. Best.
yeah. And I just want to say, just from what you were saying, I want to say both want to feel safe. Both men and
Mm-hmm.
women both want to feel safe because for me to become a computer technician, I dang near almost killed myself to become that. I was working and going to school at the same time. You know, my woman knew what I was doing. She supported me, but I found that I had like other health issues after that. But I put it all on the line just to become a computer technician. Everything on the line. You know what I'm saying? My day started at 8 a.m. and it ended until 5 a.m. the next morning. And I had to get up and do it all over again. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it took. But I was willing to do that. You know what I mean? Maybe not the wisest thing, but I did it. You know what I mean? And I need to feel safe and secure that if something happened to me, you know what I mean, or something does happen to me, that she got it. You know what I mean? Because I've sacrificed it all for me to get to that point, to get those certifications, to do all that work. You know, I didn't put my life on the line for nothing. You know,
Facts.
I did it for both of us. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So that's the big thing. We both want to feel safe and secure in a relationship. You know what I mean? Both men and women need that. And we should both have that, especially if we're gonna be together, we're gonna be a unit. What's the point? You know what I'm saying? What's the point of us being a
Exactly.
unit if we don't got each other back? So
It's real, man. We going to the same destination, man. Why are we taking different cars to get there?
man,
It's just real, and that's how a lot of people view relationships. Oh, okay, roles, gender roles. Okay, I'm doing my job. You're not doing your. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of situation. Is really a like divided mindset. People don't start thinking in terms of we. They say it, but they don't really think in terms of we. It's like, okay, I'm a man. I need to be making more than her. I need
mhm,
to be doing this. You a woman. You need to be doing that. No, no, no. We working together. Whatever's the most efficient, whatever's gonna get us to the destination in the most efficient fashion.
Mm.
That's what I'm here for. But in terms of all of that extra shit, in terms like again, ego. Just like I said earlier,
man,
ego,
Hmm.
all of that. I'm not for it. And anybody that's not able to remove that ego from their relationship, the relationship will not survive, man. So what bro is saying, 1,000% true, man.
man.
Man, that's funny, man, because we was doing like a live stream about that, about controlling like the egos, and you know,
Mhm,
like I said, we're a small YouTuber, but we was talking about relationships with and networking with other people. Don't let your ego, slow you from your YouTube growth. Everyone like that's in the space that like to do content creation, man, you got to work with people. Maybe if you don't even like them, and if you can't
mhm,
tolerate them, then don't work with them, but don't try to destroy their reputation. You know what I
mhm,
mean?
Don't
Don't
burn
be
that
going on
bridge.
these live streams, yeah, and putting
man.
that toxic energy out there, because your ego's crushed. Learn how to like, work together like adults, like mature people, because by the end of the day, we're all trying to get our message across. But we have different opinions to things, and hopefully when people start having more of an open mind, then you'll start to kind of see where the other persons are coming from. So,
Yeah, I mean, which is real rap, man. I tell people all the time, like you're gonna
mhm,
get to the destination a lot faster by making alliances than you are enemies. As
Mhm,
just real, and y'all not gonna agree with everything in terms of ideology, and sometimes even in terms of certain morals, you're gonna be like, I don't really rock with that. But
yeah,
again, just in business in life, just period, it's gonna be
man.
situations like that. It's gonna you may have a vendor or something that you hate, or a third party situation you're dealing with that you hate, but they do good work. So it's like I'm gonna put my ego aside. I'm gonna put my feelings aside, and okay, I'm gonna hire you to do this job. We're gonna work together, partner up to do
hmm,
this job because you are good at what you do. So let's link and let's build that way. We ain't gotta go. We ain't having no beers after it's over with. We ain't doing nothing. Let's link up, get this work done. You go your way, I go mine. And people got to be able to compartmentalize like that if they want to grow. If you out here just man, I don't like how he look. I don't like how he talks. So I'm burning that bridge down. Like you ain't gonna get nowhere.
yeah,
Or if you
Yeah.
do, it's gonna take you forever to get there. Sometimes you just gotta bite that bullet, man, and again get that work done because you never know. Somebody that's watching his platform may really rock with you. So you getting subscribers from them or whatever, even though you don't really
Mhm,
agree with what a lot of what they say, and
yeah.
and,
yeah,
and you can communicate that as well. It's respectful ways to communicate that. Hey, bro, I don't really agree with what you're saying, but we can agree to disagree, whatever. But
hmm,
again, don't let feelings and emotions get in the way of getting to the destination in no aspect of life, relationships, business, anything. Tuck that shit aside and get where you got to get to, man.
Right. I do
Real
have a
quick,
question
M3.
from.
I got it.
Mhm,
I just wanted to ask real quick. Are
mhm.
we letting people back up? You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah, we could. Well, Trill. I just want to, make sure that your time is good because I know, like you said, you have 2.5 hours. So,
Yeah. I'm
um,
good.
yeah. So this will just be free form. Like anybody could, like, come up on the panel. So we
mhm.
could do that.
All right.
Let me highlight Daryl's question real quick. He says, "How does you take care?" Well, he says for Trill, "How do you take care of your mental health?" And yeah, please ask. Okay.
Man,
Thank
to
you,
be
Cam Man,
honest,
for
I don't.
shouting.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't do the best job of that. To be honest, but I mean, I try, and what I resort to for me personally is reading. Like I'm a like avid reader. I read like probably like two 3 books a month, something like that, and that's my kind of escape from things. Because just going through life, things can get monotonous, especially when
Mhm.
content creators. Y'all understand. Just like we was talking about before this, man. I'm gonna do this. Did one stream this time, boom. I'm on to the next stream, boom. On to the next stream. So you get to stacking up shit because you're so focused on trying to build and trying to get to a certain point that you realize, damn, I done slept 3 hours in 3 days, 2 days, type of shit. So it's like sometimes you just gotta take a break, but it's nothing wrong with working hard. But in the process of working hard, like you need to be setting up breaks in between. And what I mean by that is like, okay, if most of my Sunday is free, I'm going work, clip up everything I gotta clip up so that and put the shit on scheduled posts. So that way next 2 days I can just chill. I ain't gotta, go do a bunch of editing and shit like that. I had a free day Sunday, so I used that the right way. Worked hard Sunday, hard. And I got enough
Mhm.
clips to get me to Wednesday, and I ain't even got to look at the shit. So it's that
Mm,
type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. You really got to steal
Hmm.
time for you, like steal time for you, because if not, if you
mm.
say okay, I'm gonna get around to like resting eventually, I'm gonna get around to taking that vacation eventually.
Never gonna
You
happen.
ain't gonna never do it, never.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So straight up.
Okay. Okay.
Why do you think that's so
Um.
hard for us, though, bro? Why do you think it's so hard for us to do, though?
And because growing
Mhm.
up, like we are raised to just think that, well, not think, it's a reality to raised to, I guess, accept the fact that we are behind
Mm.
in
Mm,
terms of money, in terms of poverty, in terms of information and all of that. Like even in sports, like we was talking about sports earlier. I played football, so and basketball. So growing up, even the coaches would be like, you need a day off. They say, man, like right now while you in here playing this game, there's somebody across town putting up 1,000 jumpers right now while you in here chilling and resting and shit. Like what is you on? So
mm,
again, when you get programmed to be that way, you think, oh no, every second of the day I need to be doing something, and you begin to feel guilty when you take breaks or take days off and shit like that
mm.
because it's just how we've been programmed. I'm trying to close this gap. I started off behind. I grew up in poverty. Whatever. Like my mom's is working 3 jobs. I need to be doing something to bring some money in this table to help her. Or I got a wife. I got a kid. I gotta make sure that they got the best of everything. So I'm gonna kill myself to do it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of it is just programming. It's just how we was raised, and it's not until we get older and understand the fact that hey, we need to steal time for us, or we're gonna be dead at 56, like Kevin Samuels.
Man, and it's crazy
Yeah.
that you say that. Welcome back, Darrell Long, and welcome back, Saida. Good to see y'all, family. It's crazy you said it because I had two. I
Peace,
always talk about my
peace,
two
peace.
grandfathers because they were both different men, but they were both the same as well. One had 15 kids, one only had two. And the one that had 15 kids, he worked all the way up to his death. He never retired. My grandfather had two kids. He was able to retire, but he only lasted a decade and then he passed away. Salute to both my grandfathers. Much love to y'all. Thank y'all
Facts,
for your
rest in peace.
sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? But what I learned from them was that like I don't want that outcome. You know what I'm saying? Like I love them. I'm glad what they did for me, the sacrifice for me, but bro, I'm trying to avoid that outcome. Like I wanna work smarter, not harder. I wanna follow the Floyd Mayweather, manuscript, man. And
Facts.
like I want to be here and see things happen in real time. You know what I mean? Not to be remembered, but also to see it happen as well. So yeah.
And it's just real rap, man. I think like a lot of the issue also is we are raised to think that okay, your 20s, man, you just do whatever you want in your 20s, man. You ain't got you just live in your 20s. You can start taking stuff serious in your 30s. That's the problem. My pops told me some shit that I'll never forget in my life. That's probably the best advice that I ever got. He told me, he said, "You gonna work hard. At It's just a matter of when. You gonna either work hard early, and so you can chill later, or you gonna bullshit right now and be working hard sun up to sundown at 50, 60, 70 years old. You're gonna work hard. It's just but it's your choice of when you do it. So the message that I want to start, giving the kids is, bro, it ain't 20s ain't for having fun. 20s is for building. 20s is for setting yourself up to where when you 45, 40, you got you living comfortable. I got some shit in the bank. I got, passive income coming in. I got businesses over here, this, that, and the third. So where I don't have to be at a job working 12 hours a day, different shit like that, losing time with my kids and coming home tired and trying to build a business at 45 while I'm working a regular job and raising 2 and 3 kids. It's where it ain't really enough time in the day. So spend those 20s, spend all of that early time. You supposed to be fucking off. No, don't do that. Focus. Get you a structure, get you a plan, and work hard in them 20s so you can live life the way that other cultures do. I ain't gonna, y'all, but y'all know what I mean. 40,
Yes,
30, 40, 50 years old, they chilling at the golf course every day, at the country club every day. Why? Because, now don't get me wrong, we had different starting points, but the message is the same. We are forced to work hard, so we need to do it early so we can kick back late. But a lot of us don't do that, and that's why you see people 40, 50, 60 years old working just as hard as somebody that's in their early 30s or late 20s. So
yeah. Welcome back, Queen, as well.
Yeah, welcome back.
And just to close that point, man, I always tell people, show me, show me the rules of the game. Show me the rules, and I know how to play the game, man. You show me the rules, and I know how to play the game. So we know the rules. We know, and we know how the game got to be approached. So yeah, DJ Eddie, go ahead. I know you're going to elaborate on something, bro. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
no,
was you going to say something, DJ Eddie?
No. I was going to say anything. Go ahead.
Okay, we have 2
I was gonna say
questions.
something.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Queen, and then I'll get to the 2 questions. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, yeah, that's true what you said, 84. But unfortunately, a lot of our parents or parents didn't know the rules to the game. So they were unable to teach us. So, we're playing catch up. But the younger generation, there's no excuse not to teach them.
Definitely facts, Queen, facts.
I agree.
Definitely on par. Word.
Okay. Let me go ahead, Daryl. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, I had put it in the comment, but now that I'm up here, I can just ask Trill himself. Trill, when you offline doing you or whatever, how do you, whatever process you have for your mental health, would you mind elaborating on it, please?
Man, it's like I said, bro. I'm not doing the best job of that right now. I think what I would like to do. I could speak on what I like to do, but in terms of am I handling it the right way right now? No, honestly. Because again I'm so focused on pushing the brand and building the brand and different shit like that, and it's just not a lot of time in the day for you. But going forward, I want to start stealing time for myself. So that means being, again, like I said, a bit more organized. You know what I'm saying? And so whereas, if my Sunday is open, then let me do as much work as I can. Let me stockpile shit. Let me schedule posts. Let me do whatever. So on Monday through Wednesday, I ain't got to even look at social media. Posts is going up. Everything is moving like it's supposed to be moving. And I can take that time for myself and get that sleep that I lost and, read books. Again, like I said, I like to read, man. I probably read like two or three books a month. Playing basketball, lifting weights, fishing, which is something else that I got to get back to. Traveling is probably when I'm at my most peaceful. But yeah, just if I had to get somebody advice, I would just say get as far away from that work zone as you possibly can. Because one thing that I done found out is that even when you do get breaks, if you stay in the place that you work at, which a lot of us, especially with the pandemic, we work at the crib. So even when you do get breaks and you just sitting around the crib, you will still feel the urge to be doing something, whether it's editing my pod or marketing or doing like whatever the case may be, chopping up clips, whatever the case. But when you remove yourself from that environment, even if you got to go stay in a hotel for a day or 2 days, but just getting away from that environment, you will notice 1,000 pounds come off your shoulders. So those are some of the things that again that I do sparingly, but I need to step up my efforts in that regard and really take mental health way more serious than I do, and stop being so bogged down, head down, working like crazy, trying to get to a destination.
No, I appreciate your candor, brother. I definitely would love to see you and the boys talk about that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, as long as you good and the family good, that's all that really matters. But
Facts.
thank you.
Right,
That's all
right.
I love.
Okay. Before I get, I got two questions from Magic. So the first question is that how long does it take? Oh no, oh, excuse me. How long does it normally take for a man to trim down his roster? I guess you're talking about roster of women. And how does one make her way to the top of the roster?
I would say how long it takes a man to trim down his roster. It honestly depends on his experience level. Um, so if I was to give an age, then I would be giving you bad information, because some men have their option of women very very early. Some
Mhm.
men got to wait till they get money to have their option, and we didn't already discover through research different shit like that. Most men don't reach their financial peak till about 40. So, dude may be 34, 35. He started making good money, and now I got women available to me that was never available before. So
Mhm.
now he's gonna want to exercise that. He's gonna want to tap into that, and see what all my capabilities are. Let me experience this woman. Let me experience that woman, and then eventually he gonna reach a point to where it's just like, okay, this shit is getting old. Most men, this shit is getting old, and okay, it's time. It's time for me to start like looking for something a bit more permanent, because he started thinking about legacy. And if you got all these chicks running around, you dealing with all these chicks like that's not really benefiting your legacy. It's not really benefiting your long term health and things of that nature. So, to answer the question, it depends on what his experience is. Like how at what age did was like most of his options available to him. That would be my answer.
Okay, okay. Now, Sarah, I know you had a question, so I'm gonna cue you up next. Go ahead and ask Trill the question.
Yeah. Don't kill me for the question. All right. So I was reading somewhere that a husband also submits to his wife. What do you think about that?
Um, I mean, I can see it, because just like I said earlier, your wife may have strengths in areas that you just don't. Whether it's raising your kids, or whether it's planning trips. Like me, I'm a spontaneous type of guy. Like I don't really like planning things out, especially in terms of traveling or in terms of like activities. I'll just wake up on a Saturday and be like, you know what, baby, let's just go do this, that, and the third. To whereas my wife is a bit more of a planner. Like she want to start Monday. Okay, we gonna do this on Monday. We doing this on Tuesday. So her planning is better than mine. So in that essence, I'll submit to her when it comes to planning. And again, like I said, submit in my opinion is just another way to just say deference. So yeah, to answer the question, you definitely can submit to your wife, because she's stronger in certain areas than you are. That's just a fact. And if she's not, then if you just strong in you more stronger than her in every direction and in every area, you with the wrong woman, in my opinion.
Mm.
Mm.
So
Let
the
me give a
reason,
special hold on, see I say let me give a special shout out real quick to our 757 brethren. 100 watts, what up, man? You say
What's
you
up?
heard?
What's
What up,
up?
boy?
Watch.
What I
And he said
watch?
give
What's
Mm-hmm.
up,
50
man?
likes, hit that button. Most definitely. Hit that button so we can get 50 likes. Most definitely. Go ahead,
Mm-hmm.
Saida. I'm sorry.
so
And
pretty
then
much,
after that, DJ Eddie. Oh, go ahead.
Mhm.
Of
so
course.
pretty much, I like the answer, and I definitely appreciate that. So the way I was reading, it says that pretty much a man submits to his wife needs to feel love, and then juxtaposition. You know, the wife submits to her husband's, I'm sorry, needs to feel respected. So you answer in a different way, but I definitely like the answer because you're looking at it the word submitting in a total different way than people understanding, like if it's a slavery or something, like, you know, I'm giving myself to this person. And
Right.
I totally don't understand where this is coming from. They really don't understand what submission is. But thanks.
No problem.
All right. All right, DJ Eddie, you're up.
Yeah, yes, sure. I wanted to ask you, was there a certain place that you've traveled to have you thinking at one point, like, man, I got to come back to this joint?
Definitely, man. I would say that the place me and my wife got married at, we got married in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Mm.
And man, it was a hell of a weekend, but you know, when you're involved in a wedding, you can't really enjoy it the way you want to. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I'm worried about family coming in. Hey, I'm at the airport. All right, I'm gonna send an Uber. Oh, hey, I'm over here. Can I need help checking in my room? I got this. I got this. I got that. And then you got the people at the hotel that's actually working to set your wedding up. Okay, you want the
Right.
flowers here? You want this? That? I'm just like, so you know, we was so busy, we were so bogged down with everybody else that we didn't really get to enjoy it the way we were supposed to. I think, you know, after everybody left, we got like a day to ourselves to really just kick it. And you know, I said to her when we was on the plane ride back that we was gonna definitely go back there and you know, experience it the right way, in my opinion. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, that would be it, man. And you know, if I had to pick a number two, I'd say Cabo, man. Cabo was dope, man. I
Mm.
enjoy Cabo. I don't know how familiar y'all are with all inclusive resorts, but we was at the LeBlanc, which is like a 5-star all inclusive. Fam,
Yeah. Ooh.
that is a totally different world, man. If I'm be honest, like I felt like a
Yeah.
god.
You
Wow.
talking about
And
Cabo San Lucas in Mexico?
correct, yeah.
Man,
Ooh.
man, me and my wife, we've been there like this year in February for a wedding. Um, yeah, babe. Write down in the chat like what was the name of the resort? I forgot, but it was so nice.
I tell
Food
you,
was
man.
amazing. And here's the thing. I'm gonna say this. I think their food compared to ours, like man, like ours don't even top like the stuff like they have. I feel like theirs is like fresh out the farm, like organic. Because you know how like you eat certain type of food and then you just feel bloated, but we was eating so much, I didn't feel fat at all.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But see, it,
So
it, it
yeah.
also depends on the type of resort you go to, because they got certain
Mm,
resorts where the food just all the way trash. But
Mm.
again,
uh,
we was in Cabo, we was at LeBlanc. Like I say, it's 5-star. Like as soon as I got out the Uber, they got people walking up to me, putting warm towels around my neck on the
mhm.
check in, get to the room. I got 5 bottles. They got like a liquor
Mhm.
dispenser in there. Like you can eat as much as you want. Room service is free. We had a personal concierge and butler that was at our beck and call. Hey, bring me a bottle of
Oh,
Don
little
Julio,
Jeffrey.
and they pull up there in 15 minutes. Here you go. Like whatever you want. It was just like wow. Like
Mm.
this shit is insane.
Damn.
But yeah,
Yeah, it was called Hard Rock
definitely.
Cafe. That's where we was in.
Okay,
Yeah, man,
gotcha.
it was nice. I wish we could have stayed a little bit longer, man.
Man. Hell yeah. So yeah, those would be the two places, man. About to
Thanks,
make me
All
go
Trill.
book
right.
a trip.
Thank you, man.
Damn.
Yeah, hot tubs and all that. Yeah, that's right.
Facts.
Say what? Can I get Mr. Charles Trevor agents?
Man.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else? Like you got First Lady Tammy, are you still here?
I think everybody's still here.
I think she's still
Okay.
here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, First Lady Tammy, you have like any questions or anything you want to add to it?
Not at the moment, but I'll come back with something.
Oh,
So
I know. Oh, I know.
Hey
Yeah.
Trill, one of my favorite episodes of y'all that y'all did, I think it was like a year ago or something. Y'all did an episode about why men don't want to commit. Was you on that one? Or was that
No,
yeah.
definitely. Definitely was. If we did it, I was definitely on it. That's for sure.
What do you remember about that message that day? Cause like I remember that day being like y'all had like shit, thousands of people watching that day. It was lit. It was lit.
Man, I just remember like the chat, man. I was I was trying to talk and I was like looking at the chat, and it was going crazy. But I mean, I kind of figured because we had did a battle of the sexes about that a while back.
Right, right.
And a lot of our battle of the sexes, man, just the energy in the room is just crazy. Like a lot of the shit that we capture on camera don't even amount to the energy in the room. Like you got to think if it's 8 people on camera, it's probably 15 people behind the scenes that wasn't on camera. So it's like a war in there. Like we got to tell people to be quiet, like, because once 2 people sit down and they get to talking about points, everybody ready to jump in, and that's like, wait, let me get them shot. And then in between takes is just arguing back and forth. So that topic right there, especially, bro, like why men don't commit. We blaming women, they blaming us. So it's just that's what I like, man. To be honest, I like that, like passionate back and forth banner. Like I feel like that's when I'm at my best. And that's one of the dope things that I like about also being on here is that I ain't got to direct nothing. I could just answer questions. You know what I'm saying? But when we moving and shaking, I gotta be looking. Okay, where the time we're at? Okay, is the audio good? Okay, how the video look? I'm checking the chat, make sure that like it's a lot going on. But in those moments like battle of the sexes and stuff like that, I could just show up and just talk shit, man. And it's just beautiful. So yeah, that's what I remember, man. Just combativeness, but it was all love at the end of the day. It wasn't nobody taking it personal, nobody getting too crazy with it, but it was just a sense of just competition in the air. So yeah.
Okay.
And it looked like y'all
I
run
do
the
have
whole
a good.
show. My bad, M3.
Oh no, you good. I was gonna ask like, okay, now as far as like with the technical aspects, um,
Mm-hmm.
like what do you use right to like get your equipment started? Like, do you use like StreamYard to stream like your episodes, or do you use like some like XSplit or OBS? How do you do that?
Well, most of our podcast episodes are pre-recorded. We don't really go on live as much as we should. According to our fans, they want us to be on that motherfucker at least one time a week. But it's hard to get everybody in the same room when you got so many moving parts. But in terms of live streaming, yeah, we definitely use StreamYard, but just regularly recording like our podcast, which is a lot of the clips that y'all probably see on Instagram and TikTok
Yeah.
and all those places like that. That's literally just setting up a Sony 8 6400 up and Rodecaster, some decent lighting, and shoot it that way. Like I say, I like to record my audio separate than my video because I like to touch up the audio and make sure that it sound the way that it's supposed to sound. That's another thing a lot of people just kind of overlook. It's nothing that bothers me more than like terrible audio, like sounding like I'm in a closet or something like that. Like I hate that. So yeah, that's how we shoot it, man. We set up our camera that way and get our Rodecaster set up, and it's recording the audio that we doing, the sound effects and the music and all of that shit. And then at the end of it, I take it to Premiere Pro, do what I do to it. Again, nothing complicated because we done built our following doing it the way we do it. So I believe in if it ain't broke, it ain't no sense in doing too much fixing. So that's how we
Okay.
move.
Then my other question is, okay, what is like the best way to do like your sound check? Because since you're not doing it like live or well, okay, I guess do you like have like a short recording and then you play it back, or is there some type of output that other people could hear and make sure that you're good?
Yeah, not well. When we sitting at our roadcast, all of us got headphones. So we'll
Okay.
we'll cut it on and get the mic set up the way we need to set it up before we even press record, so we can talk and I can hear if it's some static or it's some echo or something like that. But the dope part about a
Oh,
roadcaster is that it kind of cuts out a lot of that. But even still, if it didn't cut it out, then I could just take the audio, put it in audio editing software, anyone really, Audacity or just things like that, and just touch it up, do what needs to be done. But in terms of making sure shit sound like it's supposed to sound, it's the headphones will be plugged in. So even when we do like battle of the sexes and it's like two people sitting in the chair, I'm still across from them, sitting in my chair with my headphones on, messing with the audio, making sure that it sounded how it's supposed to sound. Sound check, mic check, 1 2 1 2. making sure I can't hear too much background noise, whatever. Hey, move that mic a little closer, move your shit down a little bit, like that type of situation. And then once I feel like it's where I need it to be, then I press record and then we start.
Okay. I have a important question. I think this is a good question for Mr. Unlock, but he says that he asks us, what is the research process for your channel? Like analytics, equipment, preparation. I mean, you already kind of explained as far as preparation, as far as in the studio, but
Mhm.
as far as doing the research so you can have your topic points, what is the process of it?
See, that's the that's the dope part about our pod. We don't research nothing. We don't research, bro. Like really and truly, like people be tripping, which is why again, this type of environment is comfortable to me. Answering shit just right off the cuff.
Mhm.
Even
Yeah.
even when we in battle of the sexes, a lot of times we don't even have a topic until the day of. I'll get everybody in the
Okay.
room, and I'll throw around maybe like 4 or 5 topics, and then whatever I feel like people is most animated about. All right, boom, that's what we talking about. Y'all two sit down. Like it's that type of
Yeah.
thing. And then in terms of like content for the pod, we don't even really have to do much research, and our fans and our listeners send us stuff all week. So if clips is going viral or something like that, they'll just send it to our DM like, hey, y'all need to talk about this. Hey, y'all need to talk about that.
Hmm.
So I'll just accumulate all that, put it in my iPhone notes, and then lay my phone down when we record, and then again present it to them. I don't do too much background research and nothing like that because I like it to be as raw and authentic as possible. When
Oh,
you
okay.
when you do too much research, people get up here trying to sound like neuroscientists and shit like that, like with the communication. No. Give
Break
me
it
just
down the little
raw.
power codes. Yeah.
Yeah, like nah, we ain't doing all that. Like the thing people find dopest about us is just how relatable we are. So I want to keep it that way. I want to keep it like barbershop talk. When you in that barbershop,
Mhm.
you ain't really doing too much research. Topic come up, y'all getting into that bag, arguing, debating, and just raw feelings is gonna come out. Like we don't even do too much pre-pro. Like with the boys that show up, like if we recording at 8, the boys will show up typically late, about 8:15, 8:20. And then we literally just sit down, sound check, start the camera, boom, appreciate y'all for coming, get an intro. First topic, boom, go. Is that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the research process.
Yeah,
That
that
ain't
sounds
much.
like about us.
Straight
Yeah.
up.
Our topics just be sporadic. Sometimes we may have like a little list of what we talk about, but I mean research is kind of minimal. We just kind of watch like a YouTube video or something, and then we like, okay, we get it.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Eddie, you was gonna say something?
No, I was just gonna say sometimes we just come off from the top when we get into
Hmm.
topics,
Yeah.
The
And
majority
Yeah.
of
I would like to say M3. That's why you always wrong because you don't research. You
Okay.
wasn't ready for that. You wasn't ready for that, were you?
he wasn't ready
But
for that. He was not
but
ready. You see how you
I'm
see he
glad.
was stuck. He was stuck. You see him?
No. I'm not stuck because I always have an emergency comeback for that, right? But see, Queen, right? A lot of times you think that I'm wrong, it's because half the time you be asleep. So that's why we got the bell to wake you up.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm awake.
That was a good comment, man. I like
I
that.
just move. I just move quietly, so you don't know I'm on your back.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Stealth mode, baby, all day.
All
Okay.
right. All right.
So I got a question, bro. I got a question. You know what I mean? I'm sorry
Welcome
I had
back,
to step off.
sis.
I had to grab
Mm-hmm.
something quick for my food. My question is, okay, so I had a dope conversation with a content creator. Shout out to Chicago Real and all the people where he at, man.
Shout
Shout out
out to
to
Rilla, man.
the whole
Real.
network and all that over there, man. The peace and all and everybody else. You know what I mean? Much blessings to everybody. This
Yeah,
is my
shout out to the
question,
whole
though.
gang.
Um, and congrats to K. Congrats to K. My bad. Want to say that too. My question is this: what do you feel like your responsibility is as a content creator? Because when I was shopping it with him, he was like, "Man, I come in as a servant. I'm here to serve," and I'm like, "Damn, like you don't even got to be on that tip. You can just kind of be on a whole different tip." So, what do you feel like your responsibility is as a content creator? Or even do you even feel like you have a responsibility? Because some people are like, "Nah, I'm just doing my thing, and whoever takes it, takes it. Whatever it is, whatever it is." So, yeah.
And to be honest, when I first came in, that was my mindset. I was like, I don't really care how it's perceived. I don't really care whatever. I'm just giving my blunt, honest opinion, and that just is what it is. But again, once you build your following and people start writing in and like making serious life decisions based on the answer you give them, then it's like, okay, hold on, now I gotta be a little more, diligent. I gotta like take this shit a little more serious in terms of like my
Mhm.
delivery, in terms of like what I'm telling them to do. Cause like real rap, like we got a lot of listeners that'll take something we say and go do it and then send us
Yep.
the receipts for it and or the results for it. You know what I'm saying? So with that type of situation happening, we got people that done wrote in and say, "Hey man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all, I was thinking about like ending myself, and then I heard y'all part and
Mm.
y'all like made me laugh, man. And I just want to say that y'all got no idea the impact y'all making. So when you get messages like that,
Mhm.
it's like all right, we
Changes
gotta
the
we gotta
game.
come at this a little more. You know what I'm saying? A
Mhm.
little more serious. So, in terms of my what I feel like my responsibility is, man, is just to, just keep people from making either the same mistakes I made or the same mistakes that I seen people, older than me make. Just leaving some game so that way when I'm gone, which is the dope part about content creation. When I'm gone, people will always be able to come back, watch this stuff, and be like, okay, I got a good idea of the type of dude he is. Even with my daughter. So again, like I say all the time, like something can happen to me tomorrow, and she's 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? But she'll always be able, when she get a little older, come back to this YouTube, come back to these platforms, and really
Mhm.
like get a good idea of my mindset and get some of the game that I was giving out. So it's like it was be like I'm still here teaching her. I'm still here giving her the game.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like my responsibility is, man. Is just to pass game along as I get it and keep people from making the same mistakes I made.
Yes,
Most
sir.
definitely, and that's what I've been trying to do too, man. Big time, like because I know that people are watching, and
Facts.
it was kind of weird when like I would interact with other content creators or just other people that watch the show and like just how much they really was in tune with what I was saying and who they thought I was, and I was like, dang, y'all don't even know my whole government, but
Right.
even y'all like y'all really in tune with like what's
Man.
going on with me and my team and the whole network, like you know what I'm saying, and it was kind of weird at first. I'm not even gonna lie because I'm like I ain't never. I've been a fan of people. Like I've
Mhm.
been a fan of different like athletes or entertainers, but I ain't never had no fans. So now people are really like fans of your stuff. It's kind of like, yo, this is weird. Like,
Right.
nah, man, I go to Chick-fil-A just like you do, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I go to the laundromat just like you, bro. Like, it ain't really no difference, man. I ain't got no security or no entourage or nothing like that. But people
Exactly.
really, really look to you, man. Like they really do, and you'll be surprised at how much impact, and how much positivity, or sometimes unfortunately negativity you can have on a person. So
Mhm.
you do want to kind of be mindful of what you're saying, and you want to be authentic about what you're saying, and just
Right.
make sure that you recognize when you're right and when you're wrong, because you know what I mean. We all have times when we're right, we all have times when we're wrong. So yeah.
That's facts, man. Like, and it like really hits you when you be out in public and people stopping you. Like, and then you realize like, damn, I'm tapping into all age groups, bro.
Man.
Me, my wife, and my daughter, we was out eating breakfast like 2 weeks ago, something like that. It was this older lady came up, man. She was like, I don't know, she had to be like 50, high 50, early 60, something like that. And she's like, hey man, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry, miss, but I just want to say, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you be saying. Da, da, da. You to help me in this type of situation and that situation. Like you have no idea the impact you're making. And I just wanted to come up personally, shake your hand, and tell you thank you. And I'm just like, wow. So
Wow.
after she leave, I get up, I hug her, say, hey man, I appreciate you. Da, da, da. I get on and I'm looking at my wife looking at me like, wow, wow. So it's like what you saying is real. Like you really have no idea who you helping, and you thinking you talking to just one specific demographic, but it ain't. It's a wide range of people listening to this. It's 16-year-olds
Mhm.
watching this right now. It's 60-year-olds watching this right now, and they all tuning in. So what you say, you gotta be, you gotta be cognizant of like the message that you send it, man. So that's real big. We just did that live show with Lapeef and them a couple weeks back, and it was a room full of people like that. Like you couldn't take 2 steps, people stopping you. Hey man, love what you do, bro. Love what y'all, man. Crew season, love it. And this ain't even our event. So it's like, again, couldn't take 5 steps without stopping. Some people stopping you. Hey man, can I get a picture? Hey man, can I get that? And again, I'm from Port Arthur, man. So it's like, we already a bit standoffish, a bit, rugged. I will say. So people coming up, it's paranoia. That's like, wait a minute, what's their intentions? But you be having those guards up, and it be all love. And I'm talking about I'm talking about dudes like 6'8", 300. Like, hey man, love what you do, bro. Like, keep that up. I'm just like, ooh, all right, big dog. Like, damn.
I know the big dog. Love it. Big dog.
They give you that prison hunt, man.
A lot of Debos, huh?
That's right, man. Like, so again, bro, like what you're saying is real. You never know who you affecting. So just be cognizant of that and move accordingly, man.
Man, true.
Man, I had only one moment of that, and that wasn't even from the live streams, but it was somewhat of a live stream. But at the time, like I was like competing, like in professional gaming, and I wasn't like really the best at it, but I was best at just playing low tier characters. And one day, like my wife and I and a couple of friends, we was like on a hike, just random hike somewhere in Hayward or whatever. And this guy approached and was like, "Yo, man, like you're M3." I was like, "Yeah, hi," right? Like, man, I recognize you, man. Like, man, you're a pretty good player, man. Like, thank you so much, man. Shout out to all the players that play these low tier characters, because in the gaming world, you kind of garbage. You playing these low tier characters. They always play the high tier ones. So I was like, damn, like, is this what like a celebrity feels like a little bit times like 1,000? I was like, all right, it was a good feeling.
Yeah.
So
really, M3.
Yeah, really, Queen.
I just messed with you.
One day you'll get that.
I had to mess with you.
Are you good?
You wrong, Queen.
Right. She's like, really?
M3 getting stalked for autographs. Come on now.
Hey, it was not an autograph, okay?
Just messing with you.
It was words of affirmation. No,
That's why you got that new condo you in. You hiding out.
Hey man, it's people like Princess K, man, that helped me to get to where I'm at.
Hey family, I want to send a special shout out to Princess K.
Come
K, I hope
you're
doing good. Hope you're doing better. If you can come up, please come up. We would love to see you come up, Princess K.
And no, that's a lie.
Yeah, no, that's the truth. It's the truth, Princess K. Yeah.
What?
It's the truth.
The truth is that DJ King's a liar, so that's the truth.
No.
We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. All right.
Listen. Okay. I know you butt hurt, man. I'm sorry. Man.
I know butt hurt.
I'm sorry, man. I had to do that to you in those games, man. Sometimes I gotta let you win. I have to let you win sometimes. I do.
Yeah.
I see, man. I'm telling you, y'all don't want to see Mario M3 mad, man. Y'all don't want to see that, man. M3 gets upset. Woo wee.
Especially about his food, though, boy.
Man, especially about the food. Yes.
No,
sir.
don't touch his cake.
Oh, his yogurts. Okay. He will sit up there and count all his yogurts in that refrigerator, man.
Okay, right. I have a confession, right? Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Come on.
All right, so I brought some Gatorades, and I didn't realize I left like 2 of them in the car, or 3 of them. So I was putting my Gatorades up, and I was counting
them.
I was so pissed out that I did that, right? I was counting my Gatorades. I was like, "Hey, dear, right? Hey, have you seen my Gatorades? Like, I'm missing a couple of Gatorades, And this was subconscious. I wasn't even thinking about that. And then right when I thought about it, and I was like, okay, it's in the car. I just heard DJ A King's voice was like, yeah, like cheer, So I was like, God damn it, you ain't shit, In the great words of AR.
I mean, like I told you before, that Silencio hood ain't helping you. You still M3.
Right, the Silencios does help. Do not listen, Queen. Shout out to Mimsy Mims for the Slim Cells. They're
You are
perfect.
not closer to the Almighty.
Oh man.
All right. But anyways, man, this was definitely fun, man. Yo, Trill, man, thank you, man, for like just extending your time a little bit longer just to hang out with us.
It's all
And
good.
much love and respect.
Thank you, Trill.
Oh, I do. I don't know if you're about to leave, but I do have a question. Like when you do, I didn't see any of the men versus women. Like, what do you feel like is the biggest gripe as far as men towards women and women towards men?
I feel like the biggest gripe in terms of men that men have towards women is that a lot of men feel like there's no space for us to communicate freely. Feel like we gotta like handle y'all with kid gloves, without it being turned back on us immediately in terms of just like giving any kind of critique at all. A lot of men are like literally scared to do it because they're scared to get their
Mm.
head bit off. In terms of
Mm.
what your woman can improve on instead of women like really sitting down. And because again, like most women say, oh, all you gotta do is just be honest with me, tell me what it is that you want, which is not really true. We're gonna keep it G. So like, people that have been in relationships, they know better than that, and that they know that your woman takes everything that you say personal,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna hold on to it forever. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of makes men a bit hesitant. So I think that's something that's probably the main gripe. Like men literally feel like women feel like they do no wrong, and whenever we communicate or try to critique it, it always just gets flipped around on us, and we don't feel heard. So that's the critique from the man side. I would say from women, um, I don't know. I think like women more so get mad at us for like commitment things. Like a lot of women feel like men just don't want to commit, or men like don't want to be in relationships, and we lie and we manipulate and things of that nature to get what it is that we want from them, and whatever. So it's like they accuse us a lot of manipulation and lying, even when a man is being honest. They'll still like process that as manipulation if the outcome doesn't turn into what they wanted it to be.
Hmm.
So yeah, those are probably like the two main critiques. So on the women, just to sum it up, communication
Hmm.
on both sides. Actually, if I'm gonna be honest.
So what stops men from? Well, I mean, there's three men beside you on the panel. What do you guys think? If you want to answer
Um,
the question.
I would
What?
say, I say the thing is that we just get frustrated because it's like, what more do y'all want, or what more do
Mm,
y'all need? Like I already showed you that I'm going to sacrifice everything. Of course, I have flaws. Of course, sometimes I'm gonna go through things in life, or I got to kind of learn lessons, or there's certain habits that I may pick up, or certain habits I got to leave behind. Because if you're talking specifically to our people, what I mean, us, the people of color, what I'm saying, we got to learn how to have balance, and how to learn how to have functional relationships. We don't grow up having that. We grow up in impoverished and in poverty, and then we also grow up in dysfunction. And there's certain communities, even in other cultures, where they may have poverty, but they may still have structure. If you look at other societies outside the U.S., we don't have that. We have poverty, and we have no structure. So based on that, because of that, it affects our relationships. You know what I mean? Big time. So, of course, it's hard for us to trust. Of course, it's hard for us to stay faithful at times. Of course, it's hard for us maybe to not work as hard, or sometimes we working so hard that now, in order to cope, some men, they gamble, or some men they drink, you know what I mean, or some men, they do other things that they shouldn't be doing because we're trying to cope with things that we are told that we shouldn't talk about, or cry about, or feel about. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, cool. Your dad wasn't in your life, so what? Get over it. You still gotta be a man. You know what I mean? So when you telling people that, man, we still got emotions too. We're still a human being. So when you're telling somebody that they can't express something, they got to suppress something, especially when the people who are directly affecting them don't want to take accountability or responsibility for it. Oh, that's gonna leave an impact. You know what I mean? And if they don't have the right tools or the right structure, whether it's somebody who's like a pastor, or a therapist, something like that, or just somebody who's really in their life that can help them and get them past that trauma and everything else. Oh, it's gonna affect you. It's gonna definitely affect all the relationships big time. Trust me, it will. You know what I mean? So I think sometimes that, man, I'm giving you everything I can, but yeah, sometimes I may have flaws. Sometimes, I may have certain habits, or sometimes, yeah, with certain men, of course, sometimes they may stare at a woman a little bit too long. You know what I mean? They shouldn't be staring at. That's all, man. I'm just gonna keep it real. That's all, man. Sometimes we have those moments, and we got to grow out of that. You know what I mean? Because it's a process. I say between 18 and about 35. That's kind of the growing pains for a man. You know what I'm saying? Like he's really growing into what he needs to become. You know what I mean? He's gonna go through his in and outs, and he's gonna figure things out. So by the time he's like 36, 37, he's more mature, and he kind of has his head more on his shoulder. But he done been through some things. He didn't have to go through the rigors. And it's the same thing for y'all. Like y'all had to go through stuff too. Like we ain't taking away. Trust me, real men are not taking away from y'all struggle. Like we not taking away from anything y'all got to go through in childbirth and periods and men, stalking y'all or possibly trying to, sexually assault y'all. Like we not taking away from none of that. We know y'all go through it, but we just want y'all to say that we go through it too. You know what I'm saying? Just the way and just how y'all have y'all habits, and sometimes y'all lie about being pregnant or y'all lie about different things as well. We have our stuff too. You know what I'm saying? We both are human, but if we want to work on it, we can be unstoppable. But we gotta be willing to work on it. So
I
that's my take on it.
I have a question for Trill. Okay, Trill, this is the $1,000,000 question. Is it okay to take a woman out on a date for a cup of coffee?
Definitely. Definitely.
First date.
Yes. First date. Yeah, first date.
First date. Yeah,
Just to
I
get to
don't know
know her.
about first date.
Just to get to know her.
Well, what's wild about that is that we live in the era, right, to where like you pretty much know who she is by the first date in this era that we live in. Like back in the day, it would be a little different. You know what I'm saying? To where like, okay, I might have met you at the club or something like that. But these days, you can go to somebody's social media and learn a lot about them before we actually go on that first date. Y'all probably chopped it up on the phone 100 times or whatever before y'all schedule that first date. So I think I don't know. Like, not. I mean, do I think that it can happen? Sure, but do I think that a lot of women are going to judge you if you say, "Hey, I want to take you out for coffee on our first date"? A lot of them might judge you for that. If I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah.
because again, it is the first date, and you kind of want to leave a decent impression on them. And no, don't get me wrong. I feel like a coffee date is perfect for that in an ideal world because you get to talk to them, y'all face to face. Like we really
Mm-hmm.
just get to have conversation, and I
Yeah.
can learn who you really are with no distractions, no none of that.
Yeah.
Right? But again, that's in an ideal world. Is she gonna leave that situation and get in her group chat and talk about you after that coffee date? Probably so. Probably so.
Mm.
Most women, probably so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, would I advise it to a man? No. Nah, I would say take out somewhere to eat, man. And again, that's not saying you got to spend $400 while you out, but
No,
just
that's what they asking
take
for.
somewhere decent.
They
Huh?
asking for a lot. They asking for NBA games court seats.
Yeah, nah, hell
You
no.
know what I mean? Yeah.
That's not my
They
thing.
asking way too much, on a date.
Hold on, family.
Yeah.
I just want to welcome to our stream, Princess K.
What's
Princess
up,
K, what up,
Princess
family?
Pencil?
She just came. She came through the back door. Like I was trying to
Hey,
ring the
Princess
bell, but
K.
she just opened the back door. She kicked it down. She had the
Shark Tank
books in her
music.
hand. She had the books in her hand, so I just let her pass through. I said, she got the books. I don't want no trouble.
Hey,
And we let her in the door.
On the side
Princess
of the
K, how you?
window and climbed in secretly. That's how that went.
How's your date,
That's what she
Princess K?
says.
Yeah. Wait, real quick,
How was
everyone.
your
I
date?
just want to make sure, Trill, you have like a little bit of time, like 2 more minutes.
Yeah, for sure. I
Okay,
got you.
thank you. Appreciate it.
And Magic, if you feel free, because it seems like you have a lot of things that you feel free to come up. The stream is in the chat, so please come up. We would love for you to come up.
But you do have the cam up because you're new.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sorry, Princess K. You have
No, you're
anything?
good. And
Yeah.
to answer DJ Eddie King's question, I'm good. I'm alive.
Mm-hmm. That's
I have
good.
family and I
Yes.
have a shelter and food. You know,
Mm-hmm.
to God be the glory. I'm just
Yes,
enjoying this
ma'am.
Man.
conversation. I've never actually came across Mr. Trill AC, but I really love the conversation, especially the part that I came in when he was talking about being mindful of what he puts out. I think that's something that a lot of people, a lot of content creators need to put in mind, especially due to recent events, which I'm not going to go into. Um, but yeah, to be aware that everybody's watching. Like this is something that not only in my um, content adventures, but also in real life. Like my parents raised me to be like, okay, be careful what you do when you go out and who you say it to, because people are watching, whether you think they are or not. And whatever you do actually reflects on the people that you surround yourself with, including your family. You know, and when someone once asked, is that does that not feel like pressure when you go out sometimes? Like you're always concerned about what other people. I'm just like, well, when you've been raised in that, I think more of us need to be mindful of how our actions reflect on our families. Because what about your children? If you're going out saying weird stuff and doing weird stuff, and you're leaving a legacy that just it's just not fully good. What about your children? How great would you feel to know that after you pass away, people are going to go up to them and say crazy stuff about you to them, and they have to take that. I mean, that's one of the things in life. But that's all I have to say. I'm just listening.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And also I think, social media has created a kind of like fake shield to people. Like I've never seen more disrespect than I've seen online, and people are so comfortable doing it to where like if something happened to them in real life because of it, they shocked. Like, oh man, I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? It was just a video, it was just comments, it was just that. So I think, a lot of us come from the era where, watching what you say because you can get punched in your face for it. But in this era, it's not a lot of that going on. So people feel real safe to just come on these platforms and just say whatever they want to say. Call chicks out their name, disrespect men, do all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they literally feel like I'm not gonna never see these people. I ain't gonna never run into these people. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason to be cognizant of what it is that you're saying if you're not ready to stand on it in real life. Because not only legacy you got to worry about, you got to worry about who
Hmm.
you offend, and everybody not just gonna take the offense and be like, you know what, I'm just gonna unsubscribe. Some people may feel a way about that, and they may see you out and they may press you because they feel a way. Are you prepared to deal with that? So
Right.
yeah, like, but at the end of the day, man, you gotta, what I'm saying, you gotta watch how you move. That's how I feel like whenever I'm saying something on these platforms, I'm willing to stand on it in any environment because I feel that passionate, I feel that confident, I feel that you know, I can't even think of the word, but just stamped in what I'm saying because it's just authentic. It's just real. And if you got an issue with that, then wherever it got to go, it can go there. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, nah, watch what you say out here, man. Everybody don't take disrespect the same way. Essentially, is what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying.
Mm-hmm. As I always
Yeah.
say, you never want to, you never want to offend you never want to insult your audience. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like
Mhm.
we could have a disagreement. That's fine, but I'm not going to insult you. I'm not going to argue with you in the chat. I'm not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely not going to argue with you on the panel. Like that's definitely not going to happen. So you know what I mean? And
Sometimes
never
they
insult
need
your
to be
audience. But you can check behaviors, but you don't have to insult them.
I know.
There's a way to there's a way to handle disagreements, and I think as people of color, we got to get better at that. Like
Mhm.
we just got to get better at having conversations. You know what I'm saying about that? You can watch a political debate, and they be going at it. And guess what?
Yeah,
After that debate, they're gonna go and get lunch.
yeah,
They're gonna both go and get
Mhm.
lunch
yeah.
together.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
And still
yeah,
and still say, yo, it's a great show, man. It was a great show.
Facts.
yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You don't do anything to try to embarrass people too. That's a no,
Talk
no.
about it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. People be
Be
people
like,
be out of pocket, man. I be seeing people bringing up all types of stuff, kids and girl wives and girlfriends and dogs and all just anything, just to disrespect somebody. I'll be like, man, I don't understand, man. Like, because
Yeah,
again, where we
me
come
neither.
from, it's consequences for that. So
Hmm.
I understand that this is internet and people be feeling like, oh man,
Yeah.
I'm safe. And,
Hmm.
again, everybody don't accept disrespect the same way. So watch who you
Word.
saying those things to, because straight up and down, bro. Like
One of these
that's
days,
man, man. Some of the stuff I see, I'll be like, ooh, couldn't be me, man. Couldn't be me. Cause I ain't that mature yet. I'm gonna just be honest, but
I feel you, bro.
I'm just
Um,
honest.
I got a question, Trill. At times, because a lot of us sometimes we be stressed. At times when you're stressed, how do you deal with it? Because when I'm stressed,
Hmm.
I make music. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel alive, and I just forget about the bad energy that had happened. So I just wanted to ask, like, how do you do?
Man, I'm like real introverted in those moments. I like to just be to myself. And again, salute to my wife. She kind of understands that and she gives me the space to do that. Like when I'm going through something or when I'm very stressed about something, I need time to kind of figure it out. So I go upstairs and in my little man cave and sit on the couch, just turn my phone off and just kind of think, or like I said earlier, read to kind of take my mind off of it, or maybe this can spark a solution. Because like and I'm sure y'all can relate. Y'all are men. We are very solution based. So if we're going through
Hmm.
something, our mind working a million miles an hour trying to figure out how I can get through it or how I can get to the end of it or what's going to be the most, the best solution in terms of moving forward. And a lot of times that answer don't come to us immediately. So we may just need time. We may just need grace. And that's how I am. Like whenever I'm going through something, I just kind of need my space to process things and figure out my next move. Like then once I do it, once I figure it out, I'm cool and I could just snap back into my normal self.
Yes,
But
sir.
but yeah,
Got
just distance to answer the question. Distance.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think women, it's true that they understand that, man. But sometimes we just need that time. Like I'm
Mhm.
I'm gonna get to you, but just not right now.
Right.
Right now, that's my time to get through whatever I'm thinking and doing, and then after that we can get back to it. But right now, I need to go to my what Superman had. We had was a Fortress of Solitude or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He went to Lou's fortress. He was chilling, and he came out, in for crime and all that. But he did take his moments where he relaxed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And chill. So we as men, we need that time when we're relaxing, we in solitude, and we just chilling. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. Man.
But in that,
Hmm.
I think communication's important because if you're used to the communication, like when you're dating or whatever else, and then when you get married, the communication is like you're just quiet, it can leave the other person feeling insecure, like, what did I do wrong? And then as a woman, you naturally want to go and try to figure it out and go, like I have a nickname, my husband calls me Inch Eye, Private Eye. Like, I'm like, what's going on? Why you feeling that way? Why you acting like that? Why you so quiet? Why you still in the living room? Why don't you come to bed? What you doing? You know what I mean? And then it can get on the other person's nerve instead of just
Definitely.
saying, "Hey, I need a moment.
Definitely.
I'm feeling
Definitely.
a lot." But it
Hmm.
also the as a woman, it also leads me to go, okay, well, he may be quiet. I ain't gonna take it personal, but even though as much as you tell yourself that you do take it personal, and in taking it personal, you can't lash out because I get angry. I take it personal and I want to lash out and attack. And that's totally what not the person needs, so it's a balance. Like, hey, I need a moment. Hey, I had a rough conversation.
Hmm.
Just kind of like when
Mhm.
I come home, I get home pretty late because I work like late um in the afternoon. They call it swing shift. And so when I hit the door, my partner is usually in the living room and it's like, hey, how was your day at work? And I'm like, okay, I'll say it, but like I had a rough day yesterday, and I just started going off as I walked away, and I just went off for a minute, slamming stuff. Had nothing to do with the person. And then I was like, why aren't they following me, talking to me? Why they just gonna leave me in? I was like, oh, he ain't gonna talk to me. Fine, I'm going to bed. I want to talk to you, you know. And it was like that totally wasn't the situation, you know. So anyway,
Yeah, because the wild part is that especially us as men, like we be expecting y'all to handle situations the way we do. And that's probably our biggest mistake. So when he
mm,
see you doing that, he thinking, okay, well, let me give us some space because that's what I need. But in reality, you don't handle stuff like that. You want somebody that's, attentive and asking you them same questions that you ask him. You know what I'm saying? So again, what you're saying is 1,000% right. Communication is key. That's why knowing like, conflict resolution, going back to what I said earlier, like I need to see you in every season before I take you serious. So I can know
mm,
what to do. Cause I'm the type of person, I don't like surprises. I don't
mm,
and that's gonna turn me off if I something happen and then you get to acting out of character or something that I didn't assess. So yeah, communication is everything, man.
Yeah, and it's not also the men. We don't, I know for myself, I'm not arguing with nobody nowadays. Like, I have different things going on with me health wise, and I have different things that I'm trying to do and connect. So if you start to arguing and throwing stuff, then guess what? I'm just not gonna say nothing to you. I'm just gonna let you be because I don't have the energy no more. I'm not in my 20s no more. I'm not a little kid no more. I ain't got the energy. I'm almost 40 years old. If you think I'm arguing with you, you tripping. It's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? And on top of that too, I think also at times, ladies, when we silent, ain't the fact that we don't care. We do care. We just being quiet because we don't want the volcano to erupt. You know what I mean? Like Trill was saying, we're trying to figure things out, and we're not trying to lose it. You know what I mean? Because we know that that's not going to help anything. That's not going to help the situation. Just us getting angry and banging stuff or throwing stuff. Like, we just need time. And then also, y'all just got to read the room, especially if you with somebody over
mm.
2-3 years. You've been with somebody like 5-10 years. Then you should know when they don't want to be bothered. You know when they don't want to be bothered. Like, stop asking dumb questions. Like, you know when that person don't want to be bothered, just leave them alone. They know when you don't want to be bothered. They know. We know. All right, all right. She just walked
Yeah.
in. She did that when she walk in. Man, she flip her hair to the right. I
Yeah.
already know what time it is. Like, she's on
Right.
10.
Right.
I'm good. I'm gonna go and watch the game. You know what I mean? And then she'll come back and then she'll fix the plate like she always do, and then we gonna rock. But I want to welcome in our guest, Real Talk Mimsy Lim. She snuck through the back door as well.
I got
It's
a
good to see
question.
you,
Why,
Mim.
why do women? Why
Wait,
do,
Not flip the
why,
wait,
hair
wait,
to
wait,
the
hold, wait, hold on,
right.
DJ. We gotta get to Mimsy real quick. And I know like we already run out of time too because it's already like
no,
the
I
3 hour
wasn't.
mark.
I know. I was just saying, like, why do women get mad? And when they get mad, they always clap their hands together when they get mad. Why do they do
Good.
Depends on what
Well,
women you
it's their
talking
face,
about.
man.
There's different type of women that do
We
that.
Yeah.
swat, we
that?
swat and slide, Eddie. We swat and slide.
Y'all swatting
We
bees.
killing mosquitoes, okay? We killing mosquitoes. Go
Hmm.
with that.
Uh,
Respectfully,
Now, if a girl smacking her hands like that, then yeah, you gotta be
what
careful with
we're
her.
mad
That's
at.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
We're
What
picturing the person we're mad at in between our hands. That's why we're clapping like that. No.
Oh
Yeah,
my
we see
god.
we see the person's face.
be wild too,
Oh
cause she
Lord.
be like all of 5'3" doing it, looking at you like it's like, ma'am, relax, please, relax.
Real,
Yo,
real,
imagine you
real.
have like those like clap on, clap off like lights. Remember like back in the 90s? Clap on.
Hmm.
Man, it
Right.
would be night and day, man. Mimsy Limbs. How you doing,
What's up,
sister?
bro? What's up, everybody?
Nothing
Oh,
much.
What's up,
Hey, Mimsy.
Mimsy?
We're at the point where we're wrapping things up. But if you have a question that you may want to ask, like our guest, Mr. Trill, feel free to ask. Or if you want to, like say something, shout out, whatever you want to do, feel free to do so.
I came in late. Honestly, I'm gonna have to hit the replay on this one because I wasn't able to really watch any of it. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I've been very busy
Hmm.
today. But nothing. I just want you know me. I just wanted to come and hang out with you guys. I don't know Trill AC, so You know, it's good to meet you. Hello.
Likewise.
Yeah. If you wish to follow him, definitely follow him on his YouTube channel. It's called The Cruise Season with a K. Actually, if you type it in, you'll be able to find it that way as well too. And Daryl, if you're still here, do you mind if you post the link again in the chat, please? And then Princess K says, personally, I pace back and forth when I get angry and I don't clap. I heard
Mrs.
that.
K, you know what I'm talking
Oh,
about,
man.
Mrs. K, when they be like, I'm telling you one more time. You know what I mean.
I
Yeah.
know. I don't do that. I pace back and forth. And if I'm really mad, I'll go from talking to going completely silent.
Yeah,
Just
I
like
heard
get
that.
into this thoughtful state where it's like, okay, I'm pissed off and I know I need to shut up because I'm about to say something that'll hurt your feelings.
Oh shoot. Hey.
That's dangerous right there, man.
Yeah.
Be
You never want to
quiet.
hurt Princess
You
K
gotta
feelings,
shut
man.
up. Because I really
Take her
hate
back.
saying, if it's someone I love, I hate saying mean stuff to them. Because in that moment, I'm going to be pissed off. But then once it comes out, not even a full 30 minutes later, I'm going to be crying because I feel guilty.
Hide
So,
your jewelry. Hide your jewelry. Hide your hat, your shoes.
Your sneakers.
Sneakers, put it up, man. Put it up.
So Trill, just to let you know, right? You know, don't let the sweet voice fool you. You know, Princess K is a trained assassin. She is like 6 foot, something. So yeah, you never want to get her on her bad side. But other than that, she's a sweet woman.
Duly
With
noted.
books. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
With books.
you don't want to get on no women bad side, man. I'm telling you, these women is dangerous.
Ain't nobody dangerous.
All you women are dangerous. I feel like
I'm
all
not
you women.
dangerous.
I am.
I am not.
I feel like y'all can be sweet. Y'all can be sweet. Y'all can be sweet, but man, when a man get on y'all bad side, I'm telling you,
Vibes.
they trying to
Because
ruin that
danger
man's
is something.
career.
Danger is something you anticipate.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
am a guaranteed. So there's no anticipation. It's just breathe. You blinking out. You gonna wake up 2 days later. It's just no anticipation.
Whoa.
There's nothing to fear here. It's just on it. Boom. You done. You waking up a week later. That's it.
Who are you talking about?
Me.
Look. All I can say is this: one
Because
pot,
she's gonna get the sneak attack.
one pot, grits, water, it's over. That's all I
Yep.
gotta say.
Yep. Put that in the thermos and carry it with you everywhere
No,
you
I'm
go.
not wasting no
someone
food
says
on you.
something.
I will never burn you with no food, no grits. No, it costs money to buy that. There's other things.
What, hair sprayer and the mini torch?
That's
I'm
why.
not even.
Listen.
I'm
That's
not
why.
even gonna do
But
that.
that's why we stay at the kitchen when y'all cook. That's why we stay at the kitchen. Because we don't know when y'all mad or we don't know. That's why we stay at the kitchen. We let y'all do your job in y'all kitchen. You know, that's why we stay out. All right. When the food is done, people come back in. All right.
Nah.
Welcome to
No, I'm
Knowledge
not. I'm
Relationships,
not.
Trill.
I told you I retired. I'm no longer 12 rounds of boxing. I retired. I'm good.
You retired.
Yes, I retired.
Yeah. Sure.
Look, I stopped messing with Queen a long time ago, man. Since her, Princess K, and what's her name, Jeezy, Dom Jeezy.
No, and Dom.
Well, look, since y'all team up, I'm like, look, man, I already know my limits, my limitations. When I'm
That's
outnumbered,
right.
I'm outnumbered.
That's
all right.
I told you.
Especially if one of y'all be doing that hand clapping.
You're gonna be plugging in
shaking your
that
head back
liquor
and
car,
forth.
and all of a sudden we're gonna be on you. You ain't gonna know what to do.
M3, stop! Don't stop picking on her. Stop! Don't do it.
I'm not.
You're not gonna win that.
Look, I'm just trying to be like Mimsy, man. I'm just trying to just be peaceful.
You're right. Mm-hmm.
All right. But look, with that being said, right? Yes. I don't want to hold up too much of your time, Trill. Man, thank you, man, for sticking around with us. A little bit longer too. One love, man. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom you in so you can shout out your IGs, your YouTube channel. So let me go ahead and do this. Bam.
Cruise Season on all platforms, man. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, shit everywhere. All streaming platforms. We drop the pod every Tuesday. So you can check it out just in a multitude of formats. Me personally, Trill AC on Instagram, Twitter. I think that's everything, man. It'd be a lot of stuff to shout out. I'll be like, nah, but tap in to crew season on all platforms. Whatever you own, we there. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Okay.
Trill, thank you again, brother. Thank you so much for being able to network with you easily, man. Thank you for making this process easy. Much love to you and the whole crew at Crew Season. We definitely send all you brothers love. You know, what I mean, send all the people that's working with you love. And yeah, thank you for showing us love too, man. We truly appreciate you. And whenever you could come back or jump back on, to holler at us, man, we will definitely let you know. I'll definitely always be sending you some StreamYard. So whenever you see a StreamYard, that means we live. And yeah, what I mean, if you can come in, man. We would definitely love to have your presence. Much love to you, brother. Peace and blessings.
Likewise,
Yeah,
G. I appreciate y'all having me.
Peace and blessings.
Yeah.
Brother.
Sure.
And everybody else, like, feel free to stick around after the show if y'all want to chit chat. Mimsy, Princess K, Queen,
You better leave me alone. I got your chihuahuas.
I was gonna say. Okay. Let's not with the animal cruelty stuff, okay? Because people are very sensitive about the animals. So
I got your chihuahuas.
All right. So yeah. So with that being said, everyone, thank you for tuning into Knowledge and Relationships. This was definitely a fun stream. And with that being said, we are out, everyone. Salute and salutations. Huh? What's that, DJ Eddie?
I just wanted to say, Trill, man, it was nice to meet you, man. Those out there, please like and subscribe to his channel, and also like and subscribe to Knowledge and Relationship. And if you like the show, please give us the likes. I will also be subscribing to others and also to you too, Trill. Everybody hit the notification bell. Also, you get the recent videos, old videos, new videos. Show some love. That's all I wanted to say.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank Likewise, man.
Yes, sir.
We got somebody new in the building too. Nika the night. Good to see you, sister. Thank you for jumping in. Appreciate you. Thank you for showing us love.
All right.
I mean?
And everybody,
Watch the replay. All right.
Yeah, and please leave a comment after the show. It helps build the algorithm up. So, thank you so much, everybody. All right. With that being said, we are out, everyone. Peace.
Peace.
Hi, y'all.